And that's the reason why they could not let this game get away. They go all in with every single thing that they have under their sleeve, and of course they win it out. Clear domination.
Ooh, you guys really wanted me to talk after all that play-by-play?
Don't worry,
I was gonna
don't
say Ray's got to pick it up now, right? Fredo, I was gonna say Ray's got to pick it up now. But it's not just that. It's just the fact that Eliminators are drafting well. They had a good overall rounded draft entirely. It works. It works. That's why the first two games, yes, Zohunt won them, but off of the mistakes of Eliminators. So if Eliminators don't make a mistake, then what are Zohunt gonna do? They don't have anything that dictates the pace themselves. Yet they had Selena in the early game, but after that, what? You see the amount of pressure that was applied, right? The amount of pressure that was applied by Zohunt in the early game, but there was the goal difference was pretty much it's not even the difference. It was 19.7k, 19.7k on both sides, while Zohunt had 11 kills and Eliminators had only 4. And it just goes to show that kills are not everything. You gotta play around a macro objective. Yes, with Selena you want a lot more kills, but you need to find a way to turn those kills to objectives. Otherwise, they're just meaningless.
Exactly, and you know, Kronos, I love that you've been actually mentioning it from on. The fact that Zohunt has been winning the mistakes that Eliminators have been making. Eliminators just could not put a proper end. So this time around, Eliminators did not do it. Absolutely, just like you mentioned, the goal lead difference was not that much, but it just, even though Faden was dominating so early, it was just not there. Not many kills, but the fact that macro was there, Eliminators this time around not making those bad mistakes, not leaving the game too much into the hands of Zohunt, they were able to win it out. And I also, Airtel is of course played with the sprint, but I just feel like the Airtel is a little bit too much of a technical counter, just lane counter for the Ranger. I feel like something else was required. Of course, the Moscow would have been the best option. It's just that it was banned out, and I feel like Prime needs to come up with a little bit of a better response if he wants to win out his, because I feel like he's winning out onto those team fights more, especially when Eliminators are making mistake. And Airtel, maybe in my opinion, of course, if you disagree, it's fine. But I feel like Airtel was just not it. What do you think, Fredo?
Yep, the Airtel was just not there in this drop. Definitely, because of course easy picking offs here for the Hayabusa, and that's the reason. That's the reason why, of course, even though it was prime time for a while, but guess what? It's 10 past, so it's like prime time is over. Prime time lasts for just 1 hour. So yeah, maybe that's one of the things that happened. But yeah, we cannot really blame Prime, because of course this draft was supposed to be an early game draft. They did try to get the advantage, but after that, Eliminators were not able to, not making any mistakes that they could exploit, and that's the reason why. I mean, it was a perfect execution from the side of Eliminators, and that's the reason there was no opening for them to exploit, and they did not were able to do anything. But yeah, with that, of course, things will get even more exciting in the fourth match, because right now, of course, Eliminators have taken 1 point. They will get that momentum that they were looking for going into this fourth match right now. And on the other side, they have also tried their best, but Zohunt, they need to regain back that form.
Absolutely, and you know, I also believe the Moscow is obviously gonna be permanent ban for the hands of Eliminators, because they've realized, even though they did not make mistake this time around, they do not want that, of course, the guy with the spear to slip out. So of course my point goes back to again that Prime needs to come up with a better response into the goal lane. I know he loves to win out his lane, but it's pretty clear even when he lost it out, it was the team fight potential that really gave him the win, because both matches, the triple kill, somehow in the end it's a triple kill that ends the game. And I feel like that's what they need again. But Eliminators, despite we felt their confidence was shaken down, it's pretty clear it was not at all. They're pretty chill and they're well prepared for game number 4. And it's gonna be really interesting how, if they're gonna be sticking with the same draft again, because you know what's not broken, don't fix it methodology. What Zohunt tried to do with the first 2 games with the Louis and Moskov on both ends, maybe they can do it on this game as well, because Eliminators, this worked perfectly. Why change it, right? Because I don't think Zohunt is prepared to, counter out the Hayabusa. Even if they pick up a pickoff, they can just ban it out in the second phase unless they want to go in for the first one.
Yeah, there was a lot of information that you spilled, right? But yeah,
crazy.
I mean, there was a lot of information that you spilled, and I hope someone is hearing. I hope someone is hearing you. Because if they heard you, then of course you spilled the beans. There are some secrets that I cannot understand, because of course that's as far as my knowledge goes. But yeah, man. Yeah. But now, okay, coming into the fourth match, of course, the drafting phase to save the day for Fredo. And now, let's see if Eliminators and if Eliminators and Zohunt can have something happen here.
Bruce, EP, Bruce not here.
Bro's not here on stream. Bro's just crucified him on stream. It's too early, bro. Easter just went away.
Yep, this guy throwing me.
That was fun, but of course, ladies and gentlemen, this is gonna be the game number 4 between Eliminators and Zohunt. Grand finals at the top dog brackets, and this is gonna be an interesting one. Zohunt has 2 pointers, but Eliminators right now, they have stopped making the mistakes and they are looking to bounce back. And we made the predictions that 4-2, 4-2 favor of Zohunt and 4-2 favor of Eliminators. If this score stays the same, let's see what happens, because of course this basically means it's gonna go to game number 6 at least, right? But yeah, let's see how the draft plays around. Eliminators winning the draft every time. First 2 games mistakes, but this time let's see what happens. Fredo, this time can you?
Well, I don't know. Yeah, say Kronos.
Before Fredo says something, he just threw you under the bus over there, but I mean, he was right. I was gonna say, like, bro's the definition of a yapper right there, and people say I yap a lot.
Yeah,
but, right now, Zohunt on the blue side, Eliminators on the. Wait a second. Am I tripping?
Yeah.
I'm not tripping. No, I'm not tripping, because the first ban, I don't know if it's missed or if it is a ban that's probably a glitch again. But to be honest, I feel like it's a missed ban. I think it's a missed ban. Zohunt missed out on a ban. That means they have only 1 ban left, because they're gonna ban out the Matilda anyway right now. So
There should be.
Maybe it was a bit, but don't worry, the production will definitely take care of it. But until then, until we figure out if it's a missed ban or it's just the Matilda being banned out, because we'll figure out. But if that's the case, that's a little bit of a bad thing for them, but what to do about it. But anyways.
Yep, what to do about it. We don't talk about what to do.
It's not game 7.
Yeah, it's not game 7.
But of course, Moskov getting banned out. I feel like Moskov is not gonna be seeing the light of the day at all, Fredo. But what's the next ban for Zohunt? Okay, I feel like if they did not miss the ban, I feel like they definitely banned out Matilda. They're not gonna leave Matilda out, because it's one of the signature picks for Ari. Unless Mizo-san wants to go in, because right now the Kalia as well as the Matilda is gonna be left out if they miss the ban. If they have it, I feel like this is gonna be a clear ban. See what Zohunt cooks up this time around though. First pick into their hands. What are they gonna go? Again, a flex pick or something else?
Yeah, it could be a flex pick. It has to be a flex pick if you don't want to reveal your plans, right? So maybe a Badang once again.
Badang. Or just go for the Matilda, man. Just go. It's just so OP. Or maybe even pick up the Suyo right now. I think one of those. It's gotta be Suyo. Badang has been the pick that's been going on for quite some time. It's gotta be one of these 3. If they go in a different direction, it should be focused. So, I guess.
Lucas?
Oh, okay. Good pointer. Yeah, I feel like it's not gonna be Suyo, but let's see if Dusty Mizo has surprises, because I feel like he hasn't played the Suyo that much. He would rather Alpha than over Suyo, because I feel like he's more comfortable on that. But let's see. They can also commit to the focus. I like that you mentioned focus. This time around, he's been open. But yeah, there we go. The Badam. They commit to it immediately.
Matilda Lucas.
You get
Lucas.
Matilda Lucas. Lock it in. Just don't think twice. Just take it. Just take it and then don't even think about it.
Do you prefer the Matilda Lucas or the Florin Lucas?
Matilda Lucas better.
Yeah, gives too much more.
With Florin Lucas, you're trying to play for a mid game. Matilda Lucas, you can just go on the early game. But they go for the Jawhead and the Phoveus. Okay. They're giving the advantage to Zohunt. Be like, hey, we give you the Matilda Lucas. Go for it. I think it still works. Matilda, Badang, Lucas. Bro, you're looking for trouble. Purify on the Matilda. Jawhead kind of rendered useless.
Yeah.
No. It's... Phoveus is fine. Just go for the Matilda. I don't see why... Why don't they... Is it hero pool? I feel like it's... I'm not crazy, right? I'm not talking... I'm not going crazy. Matilda Lucas, Ranger is open, fine, but... Bro.
Matilda?
Brain girl.
Probably, I think, Kronos, I think it's banned, right? Ray did make the case. I feel like it's banned as well. Because otherwise, there's no way even Eliminators left it, right?
Yeah, because it's favorite apart. And there we go. There we go. 40% winner.
Finally.
40% winner.
All the
Machine
prayers answered from the heavens of Mr. Dusty.
Yep. ไม่ยังหมันวันในสักที
Man thì siêu thì man thì phải siêu bay tê về chụp man rồi.
Ano na dyan? Ama si Zana.
Siêu mua đi rồi.
Okay.
Ama si Zana.
From Matilda is not banned out, so I'm not really sure.
Matilda, bro. What? Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Ini kapian lahan kami ini tina je.
If it's not Matilda,
Kronos got the
Kaya kapit na rin.
okay, so Kronos was right all along. It's a missed ban. So it's a missed ban from Zohunt.
Uri.
But previous time, because the previous time what we see is when they miss out on when the ban is there's a glitch. There's like that small.
Ay try skill lang gusto slow rin. May ko naman sa kanya. Ili 555 na mga usiya.
Okay ba?
Try skill do gusto slow rin.
Kumain na.
Hindi amaga slave.
Taro.
555.
Taro.
Like if they don't.
Ay, ani lang law.
Taro
they don't need to pick up the Matilda after the Phoveus and Jawhead is picked up, so it makes no sense to go for the third pick. Good there. But here's Zohunt need to ban out the Sicilian because they're going to.
Ay game to wala nila lang din.
Farsa is a good ban for Eliminators. Just then again, you have the Jawhead, so you don't have to worry. So just have the Herod's taken off the table. I think they're probably going to look at a carry. It's not the best ban for Zohunt. Sicilian is much better though.
You know, Kronos, the only reason I said maybe it's a glitch. 555 draw. Why? Mobile. Like he insta-locks Matilda. When it's open, like he doesn't even care. It's insta-lock. He doesn't care if the Scully opens Zushin. Like so many times he just let the other heroes left out. He picks up the Matilda. Did it slip off his mind like how Fredo? Don't understand why Zohunt also did not pick it up. I'm a little bit confused because
that's a nice
Matilda.
That's a nice CC ban coming through as well, making sure that Phoveus has a better time in the EXP lane. And it's gotta be Sicilian ban is coming through from Zohunt because if they picked up a Sicilian Eliminators, then Zohunt's looking like very dicey because there's no one who beats a Sicilian in the back line. But that also leads the question if Bid can play something like.
Yeah, but ma'am. No, the live kanggu to guys. No, they trial card Naruto skin the.
I'm not sure Eve's the best pick up here until the last pick.
Drop it to
Gourd. We're forgetting the gourd.
Trial card Naruto skin the palm tile this.
He picked up a few times, right?
Yeah, he did pick up the.
Was it Faden or
Actually, it was Eliminators who surprised us with the gourd, you know, after the recent patch dropped. They were the first ones to pick up the gourd. It was Bid. So, they could do the same. And after that, you know, everyone was like, oh, Zio's draft. You know, Zio's draft. But yeah. Now, it's Zohunt who are going to pick up 2 for themselves. Now, it's going to be the mid lane. What are your guesses, Kronos, for the mid lane right now? Eve? Still?
Eve's not a good one here. Vexana, Aurora, one of these two. But the Farsa, they still go for the Farsa. I'm not sure if Farsa is the best pick. I don't like the Masha here. Yes, you put a lot of pressure on towards Iritel, but it's a very mobile marksman. And you can pop that sprint and then you can just be out of there. Doesn't matter. the Farsa is good if he can position himself well and neutralize the early game of the Jawhead, but Art's been a menace in the early game, so I don't see how Farsa's gonna have a good time. The Purify is good here as well, so maybe Farsa, yeah, I can see it working just because there's no other threat, there's not a lot of AoE, but here it's gotta be something with the massive range. Like, I can only think of Xavier if they want to work something out. Ayive's not gonna have a good time. Vexana is alright. Aurora, not so much. Novaria could do well as well.
Valir, okay.
They just call it, Dave. She has 0% win rate though, like from the Swiss stages and everything. She has not been working out for a lot of teams because, of course, we know the reasons. I mean, I feel like her range is, of course, a problem, as well as she's a little bit too stationary. It becomes a little easy picking for, of course, Zohunt. This time around, you know, I gotta tell Kronos. Even though Dusty Weasel loves to say that Moba Zane is his idol. He has one quote: "I eat 3 Moba Zanes for breakfast." By Dusty Weasel. Not 1, it's 3. So
wow, 3 Moba Zane.
I don't know how he got 2. Maybe you served him. He's the chef. You know, he would know it where the supply is.
But you know, if you think about it, you know, he can eat Mobile Zanes, but you know, this time it's not Mobile Zane, right? It's Serrar Moon. Can he eat Serrar Moon? That's going to be the question.
For the first time in a very long time, I actually like the draft of Zohunt. It's looking nice. They have that combo of the Farsa. And this time they're not really playing for early game from their mid lane or the roamer. It relies on Dusty as how aggressive he can get in the early game, and if he's able to out-sustain the damage coming through from Eliminators, so that will be a big difference maker here.
Absolutely, and I feel like it's gonna be really interesting because most of the time Dusty really requires Mizo-san onto that healer kind of a composition, Florin, Mathilda, even a Rafaela. That really helps him sustain and give him a chance to be that aggressive, but this time around it's a setter. So I'm really curious if Dusty Mizo can go in so aggressive, or is he going to be waiting for Mizo-san to give him the initiation, to give him the go signal, like come on, go in, and that's when he wants to dive in. But anyways, let's go Kronos.
Yes, so we are going in once again. It is for a 4th time into the Land of Dawn in this best of 7 series. It could have been a possible 4-0, but it's not there. Eliminators trying to foil the plans of Zohunt. It is 2-1 rather, and will they even out the score, or will Zohunt make it match point? Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Zohunt on the blue side, Eliminators on the red. Kronos, Ray, and Fredo to bring you the action. Let's see how it gets down.
Thank you again, Kronos. And Ninjas Assemble, it says on the screen, I love that, but buffs are there, helping is there as well, rotations are going to be on the map. Nothing out of the ordinary, no invasions on both ends, but I feel like it's going to be kicking onto that turtle face. But anyways, that's going to be a story for later. Oh, poking already. Art getting shoved down to 50% of his HP, but no spells baited out. Good for him. Oh.
Oh, he almost got caught out. Art here right now. He gets caught, but Legend Flickers forward has the damage as well, forcing Fade into Flicker. Oh, that's only Flicker with first blood coming through. Fade gets in with a Void Crystal.
That was a close one.
That's how Bid likes to play the control mages, right? Controlling it right from the start, and of course setting the pace. And now Faden on the receiving end of it, and like I said, once Faden loses the control, the game does slip away from the hands of Zohunt.
Don't lose the control is what they need, but let's see how it progresses, because right now, of course, Eliminators having already the first blood, especially the mid lane versus mid lane matchup. That was interesting, because I feel like this is the first time 1-for-1 happened. You know, the mid lane takes out the other mid lane. But yeah, the turtle is going to be coming in a few seconds. Most of the time, Dusty Mizo on the Fredrin has higher retribution rate than the other junglers, but of course, Serrar Moon has a Soul Sever. Maybe he can, you know, come in and stretch it out in his hands, but let's see. Oh, look at that, the engage.
The flicker. Towards Art, they force out the flicker just before the turtle, so the threat of
HP ကကစပတိကုတ်တာနေဖို့တာဆိုမတန်း position ရှင်းလိုက်တော့ဟုတ်စေ
Dusty playing as aggressive as possible. Sir Armon right now gets taunted, gets pulled.
Sare contest kamdre.
There's the big bonk and they get the kill. Dusty Mizo is caught out in no man's land with the RWM down. He's able to dash out. Legend going the wrong way. Dusty Mizo buys some time. Will he come back? He doesn't have the appraisal trap and Bid gets himself another.
There it is, like he switched things around. Previous game it was Faden, but right now he taking the pace of the game, having the control and not having the jungler, they cannot commit to it.
Yep, easy turtle pickings here for Eliminators. They'll be happy with what they've done.
Oh, Feather strike coming through. Art using the ejector, the shield from the ejector, helping him survive right there. That is really well played. Good use of mechanics, good IQ.
Absolutely, and I think the item spike is definitely going to be mattering. I would recommend Prime to get the Skypister as soon as possible, but I feel like most of the time Prime likes to go for the third item Skypister because he really likes winning out the lane, and for him to do that, he really wants to go in for the penetration. So maybe the Hunter Strike Malefic Roar is going to be his main priority, but maybe he can also go in for the Rose Gold, considering the fact that Bid RWM is a main crucial factor. There comes the Unstoppable Force.
With the ejector played out, airstrike dropped down. RWM, beautiful position from Bid, and now Dusty Mizo barely survives the slightest bit of HP. Mizo-san is going to be the sacrifice so that Dusty can escape. Bid on a killing spree, 3-0-1. It's working well. Faden right now taken out low. Evil Queller misses out, uses the wings to get away. Legend doesn't spot him out just yet, and they come in with the blade surge, trying to take down that gold shield from the mid lane. Tier 1. Faden flickers out of harm's way. Dusty tries to come and try and save him, but meanwhile on the bot side, you can see that Art along with Fate have taken away that gold shield completely.
Oh, a lot of gold. And you know, Fredo, I didn't understand why Faden wanted to defend that mid lane so badly. He just wasted out his one precious spell. I feel like that was a little too unnecessary.
But now
Art it goes in, but again the fist crack combo. Fate flickers out as well. Too little too late, and Prime pays the price. They trade gold laner for gold laner. Mizo-san left standing. Feather airstrike, beautiful position coming through. Serrar Moon pays the price. He hasn't been looking as himself, but with the 0-2-3 on a Suyo, he's not looking like himself so far.
And if you think about it, Serrar Moon, he has been playing Naruto skin heroes. He has been playing only the Naruto skin heroes. I don't know, for some reason.
Nah,
yeah.
He played Lucas, Suyo, and only a Hayabusa. He hasn't playing any other jungler. He's like, I'ma just play the Naruto collab skins. Like, I'ma enjoy it. And but 0-2-3 is not having the best of his time. But as long as he gets the objective and the macro control, it's gonna be pretty yummy for them. Turtle soup. Look at that. Talking about yummy Legend. Seal gonna be popped off, and Serrar Moon gets an turtle soup. But look at Unstoppable Force.
Nice fist break coming through as well. Art is forced to flicker out. That is the problem when you pick a Jawhead against the Badang, right? You're not able to throw him. You can't ejector him out so easily. And now, Eliminators, yes, they have the advantage, but feels like it's slipping away.
I agree, you know.
Definitely slipping away.
Oh, what? Oh! When, where, why? It was the Death Star that picked up the kill, but right now Wind gets caught out. Ejector, Art gets the kill. Dusty Mizo gets caught out against Legend. He's going in with the Infernal Pursuit. Prime trying to find the space for Dusty Mizo to escape. And Eliminators, hey, just when we thought it's gonna slip, they bounce back. Caster's Curse coming to fruition right there.
It's real. Oh, Dusty Mizo. Is he gonna be the next target? Chopping block.
Ejector, Unstoppable Force, the combo on top of Dusty right now, but Bid is a little too deep. Oh, he gets caught out. Serrar Moon comes in. Soul Sever picks up a kill. This Brethren has not been working out so far.
I want to see the itemization. Like, he got the Thunder Bell, right? If I'm not wrong, or is he going for a little bit? Okay, he's not going for the Thunder Bell. He's going for tanky with, of course, that that's Sun. I call it Sun, but I forgot the name. But yeah, I feel like Thunderbelt should have been a little bit better, but still, it's okay. He's going for a little bit more defensive, but do they want to commit to Legend?
Legend forces the flicker. That's a nice play coming through from Mizo-san, but he did have the flicker. And right now, Ray, I'll agree with you.
Game the
And then you don't get the stacks even, because you're not really doing a lot of basic attacks. He's using the shields, and the cooldown is not enough for him to stack up. But right now, you can see Art trying to zone them out. Prime able to clear the wave. Fate is having a better laning phase compared to the help of his teammates.
Hello.
Wow.
Why Discord so young?
Faden needs to watch out, I feel like, because I feel like he's getting detected out by Saran a lot of times, and he's getting forced back in a lot of awkward positions, but still he's able to fight. Do they want to commit to it? Distribution 50% down. Oh, nice flicker play coming through, and Mizo-san kill on towards Bit. Shut down finally with a feathered airstrike is there. As right now you can see they get the turtle, and now all hell breaks loose. Thunderclops come through from wind looking for Mizo is there, but meanwhile Mizo-san trying to find some space. Dusty Mizo is there as they are able to survive. Legend is the only one that goes down. Eliminators. Ooh, that was looking spicy indeed, and now they find another. Fate is able to use the blinkers forward. He finds the kill finally on towards Fate once more, and they are on the aggression.
And there comes the ejector.
He goes in with the unstoppable force. Dusty Mizo actually bobs and weaves, and Art is not able to get that throw on point, but Eliminators are the ones throwing right now.
They definitely are, and I feel like they need to target on to Prime 300 stacks under just 9 minutes. He's actually doing better than Fate into that previous game, because Fate had around, I feel like, no, it's quite similar, pretty close, but there we go. Just like I mentioned, he likes to go in for that Malefic roar, and it really helps him out to dish out that penetration and damage, and right now he's going to be coming up with a Skybracer. I do Skybracer on the second item, but I feel like it is much more comfortable for Prime to go for a little bit more damage before he gets the Skybracer, but once he gets it, the snowball is going to be there. Do they want to commit?
Yeah, concealed play coming through from Art. RWM dropped down already, and you can see Prime right now caught no man's land. Sarar Moon Feather Airstrike should be able to get one, but no actually does. Sarar Moon finally gets taken down, and that is a good kill in the hands of Fate. And Dusty Mizo's the target, and he gets taken down indeed with a heavy crossbow coming in from Fate. Faden cannot do much. He doesn't have the Feather Airstrike to try and defend that mid lane tier 1. As Eliminator has bounced back, 2k goal lead still maintained, but they have taken away all the tier 1s, as the Lord should be up in about 5 seconds now.
And of course now for the Lord, they'll be getting ready. Of course the enemy is also approaching. Faden still in the far lane though. Yeah, does create that slow push up top to rotate towards the mid lane side. Legend arrives as well, trying to zone out the enemy area, trying to figure out if everyone is there, providing the information that they need.
Mấy tay giàu team giàu rồi giàu ET thì mấy tay gơ bên này bạn, rồi mấy không cần giàu rồi mấy tay, rồi anh em nhà mày giàu rồi bạn, dễ sẽ quên. Tao nói gì vậy? Khét chi vậy? Nó thì phải đâu số tao nói. Hello. Nah, saya nggak tahu.
Win.
Ya kalau itu juga.
As Win right now is taking out low. Legend is zoning out Prime as much as he can.
Taruh
And
ini.
the rest of Zohunt as well. Faden catches him, and he will pay the price indeed. Sky Piercer stack in the hands of Prime, and you can see Feather Airstrike comes through once again. Art goes through with the ejector, but he finds himself a double. Sarar standing. He gets the triple. Give him a maniac already, and he gets a maniac. Prime time in Wardrum's Northeast Underdog Tournament, ladies and gentlemen.
Nang kasi to kasi update ko ba to wala to niya to mo ni dulo niya.
Game did not come online on thread Earthel, and I feel like Fate is suffering the same fate again with the Earthel, because Prime onto this Granger. That maniac was definitely a little bit too spicy for ET to be taking, because those turtle soup maybe helped with the salt, but nah, this Granger is too spicy for them. 6-4, and I feel like he has 30 stacks on his Skypiercer, has around probably 500 stacks on his passive. Okay, 462 and 40 stacks on the Skypiercer. 6-4, and right now the Madara is gonna top lane. And they, what do they? So early on with the thunderclap, gave them the momentum. Make sure there's no RWM or Void.
Someone who can jump on top of him the entire time. maybe of Exxon or Aurora, but guess what? They made their bet. They're sleeping in it right now. Zohunt have the Lord marching down the top side. It could crash in, but they do have that Holy Shields present.
We're inside, Johnny.
Zone them away. Fate taken out below half HP. He has been quite under.
Ông tăng cái nó trèo hoàn tận nó tận.
Có
gì nó gì đâu. Ê, lối xí đây đi. Cá cái chỗ này. Thật ra đây nè. Cái nó gì phải tụi bỏ. Cái nó gì phải tụi bỏ. Hả? Cái phải nó gì tụi bỏ.
Now Zohunt have the Lord marching down the top side. It could crash in, but they do have that Holy Shields present. Feathered airstrike to zone them away. Fate taken out below half HP. He's been quite under.
Ulti the secret. Hazard it yeah.
Prime! Is he in his prime or what? Because right now he flickers forward. Win finds mid.
Us.
Another, that's a monster kill in the hands of Prime.
Oh man, shit you need to do.
That's the fourth. That clap back coming through from Zohunt. It's gonna be 3-1.
Hazard is good.
Best of 7. Zohunt proving the haters wrong.
Sagata is you can snap to that
immediately. Yep. And if you think about it, then Mike, I mean, the way they came back. Fate online, and once he got, Prime online, and once Prime got online, there was no coming back for Eliminators because this guy was already on that Malefic Roar. Doesn't matter who's in front of you, he's going to melt you down. And then comes the Sky Piercer, and of course, once he rocks it, and once he gets a few stacks, of course, that flickering in aggressively and getting that kill on Fate was so important because that was the turning point. That shut down Fate completely.
Father day is good there. GG is Kasang can on
was win on that
other tardy you can okay Johan kick and point a home show
it worked out well in the first game.
I did eating guardian color.
Well, but this time around I thought Eliminators were well prepared to face off against the Masha. It is just to maybe perhaps push out the lane, but he played it more like as a pick-off. His whole job was to make sure to take down Bid with the Thunderclap, and once the Malefic Roar was there, he had enough damage to dive in 50% down HP on Bid, and once he got taken down, no zoning out, there was no slowing down Dusty Mizo. He was able to provide the CC and initiation, and of course Fade was just free hitting from the behind because Suyo was just not able to reach the back line. Mizo's gotta give it up to Mizo-san as well, like great fist cracks. It was great.
Yep.
It was great indeed. The fist cracks were great, and quoting Bolty, you know, a lot of fisting went on in that game, but it did work out in their favor as well. A lot of fist bumps being given, but it feels like Fate was just quite underwhelming in that game, more than Prime being like, you know, crazy in that. Of course he was. It was prime time for him. You know, what time is it? It's prime time. That's what it is. And but Fate though, with that Irithel, could have done a lot more.
Absolutely, I agree with you. I feel like you know, I feel like the Irithel has been picked up to just win out the lane against the Granger, of course, and of course win out the team fights as well, because of course you're facing a I know Granger does dish out a little bit AoE damage as well, but Irithel has more AoE burst, right? That was the main target why they picked up the Irithel, but it just did not work out at all. I feel like Fate was underperforming. Perhaps a few reasons. He was finding himself in a pickle, like to get in positions to dish out the damage, and also after Fate was basically online getting that first 2 kills and then the Maniac, it was really hard for Fate to even respond back. It was that moment when the Maniac was gone into the hands of Prime, it was basically like a game over, because Fredo, like, do you think there was a chance for them to bounce back? Because I feel like after that Maniac, it was just none.
Nah, there was no way. With a snowball Granger like that, and that to Prime, right? I mean, a guy like Prime does not give away a lead once he has made it, and that has been very clear if you think about whatever games that he has played so far. He has never given away leads. When he's on a Granger especially, so there was no way that Fate could have come back in that situation. Even if he had a Irithel, win out against the Granger in theoretically, but when it comes to execution, I mean, they're not going to allow Fate to do that, and that's exactly why after that Maniac happened, they just went all in for that push, and they were able to get that. There was no way things could have turned around from that point. But talking about the way Eliminators played, I mean, Fate needs to do better, honestly. He needs to do a lot better.
Maybe a little bit perhaps he was a little confident. Oh, okay, okay, I see you, production. You're putting this up again. It's gonna be interesting. This was uncalled for, okay? I love that though. But Fredo, it's looking a little dicey for you, okay? But yeah, jokes aside though, it's pretty clear that in the previous game Fate did underperform. But I also feel like coming back to Kronos' point, Eve was decent but not the best option, because it was pretty clear once she's picked off it, there's nothing much they can do. The zoning out was there into early phases. The Void Crystal as well as the RWM really pushed back Dustimizo in like positions where he was not able to do much. But it's pretty clear that after that, you know, Eve was taken down, they did not have any response to come back to it.
Yeah, definitely. You know what, production, can you change my prediction to 4-3 still? I still think Eliminators can make the comeback possible. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay. I still
think Eliminators
161 because
they're still good. Their draft is good. Could have gone for the Irithel.
Nathanda Discord yaga Nathanda stream
but they didn't do that. They went I don't know. For Eliminators.
No, food might come
it's not working out so far.
Game went to Kaja, no, I have told them, she wrote those. Why you told us like we don't? Marago, I'm sending edited.
Can I find another?
Tim later, come and the butter.
Against the Granger? Something's not
right. Cannot tournament ila na sama manda na.
Kaya, ado mayam sa akin eh sumdong sama ni mili tin. Team padabule di awa daga so. Hay te da mo biso. Ay na game kay to dari po ba. To na to ga na game ka ba. Kana ga do is. Game kay to iga karo. Game kay to to kan puro do ni mo ting ni de ki inga ba.
Di game dog se na.
Yay.
I pushing it on the park.
You know, I really agree with you. I like the wind of nature. You actually described it perfectly. When you're going third item, right? Third item, wind of nature. It's pretty much put going into that defensive. And I feel like Prime was aware of it when he saw it, and of course, especially that after nerf, wind of nature, pull down. You have to sometimes just save it for crucial moments. But once it was gone early on, he was just able to snipe as well. Wind of nature is not going to save you from that, right? So I feel like this time around, Fate was underperforming, and I feel like also the draft came into a lot of play. The gold lane did not get that much of a breathing room as it got for the hands of.
Let's stream dive.
And I feel like that was the whole reason, you know. Much better draft, and I feel like it really puts into perspective games that Fate had much more breathing room. And of course get into positions and dish out the damage, but this time around he was just not there, and of course he also like in the next game that of course in the next game this time around it was a little messy. No,
how would they see later?
I played it for the other Mamma who's given Mang
Besides the man's family, I need you a big luck to Man Altis in the Tokre Makada, me pie her Kanza. I do the Makata in one of the.
I told you he's played Lucas, Suyo, and
Another Silla on a minute Manga Park with the man near City on games. Perhaps, but the
not enough for him to stack up, but right now you can see R trying to zone them out with a heavy cross. Sir Moon and Fate left standing. He gets the triple, give him a maniac already, and he gets
As you do, we give Granger up at an Togre, Mamma Togre.
This is the most immense time, but at the same time, it's pretty proven that
no poor Sana
like it might be shaken, they can bounce back, and I feel like this game it did not work out, but I feel like in this game around
I put a son of them Haida. I did penny lingum complicated one son of them. Can this be downloaded as the background or Xbox console visiting? It's not a PC game, bro, it's a phone game.
Maybe give us a game number 6, if not.
Boosting
to make sure no mistakes this time around. But let's see. Finally, they're paying respect to win.
ꯀꯩꯅꯣꯅꯦꯅ ꯚ꯭ꯌꯨ ꯌꯥꯝꯃꯦꯕ ꯏꯕꯤꯜꯒꯤ ꯊꯥꯕꯅꯦꯅ
stationary target like of course the last game the Eve easily burst it down even before the fight began, and after that I mean what can you do? Your Irithel is underfarmed, your Eve is already bursted down, can't really do much at that point, so you lost that fight.
ꯀꯔꯤꯅꯣ ꯀꯣꯠ ꯊꯥꯔꯣ ꯌꯥꯝ ꯆꯍꯤ ꯆꯪꯉꯤꯁꯦ ꯁꯤ ꯃꯅꯥꯎꯁꯦ
ꯀꯅꯥꯅꯣ
I don't like
ꯅꯠꯇꯦ
this
ꯕꯨꯁꯇꯤꯡ ꯑꯦꯀꯥꯎꯟ ꯄꯤꯔꯛꯑꯒ
Masha ban just opens up the fact
ꯐꯦꯅꯤꯒꯨꯝꯕ ꯂꯤꯡꯒꯨꯝꯕꯗꯣ ꯈꯤꯇꯪ ꯋꯥꯏ ꯍꯥꯏꯕ ꯄꯥꯏꯕ ꯐꯣꯟ ꯃꯆꯥꯗꯨꯗ ꯍꯥꯏꯗꯤ ꯍꯩꯕ ꯄꯥꯏꯕ ꯈꯪꯕ꯭ꯔꯥ ꯑꯗꯣ ꯈꯤꯇꯪ ꯋꯥꯏ ꯍꯥꯏꯕ ꯑꯩꯅ ꯍꯥꯏꯁꯦ ꯀꯟꯐꯤꯗꯦꯟꯁꯁꯨ ꯈꯤꯇꯪ ꯋꯥꯠꯂꯦꯕ ꯖꯣꯏꯒꯨꯝꯕ ꯑꯇꯩ ꯑꯇꯩꯗꯨꯗꯤ ꯌꯥꯝ ꯊꯤ ꯂꯥꯏ ꯁꯥꯟꯅ ꯉꯝꯃꯦꯕ ꯈꯪꯕ꯭ꯔꯥ ꯑꯗꯨꯒ ꯑꯃꯗꯨꯗꯤ ꯈꯤꯇꯪ ꯋꯥꯏ ꯍꯥꯏꯕ
ꯀꯦꯒꯤ ꯕꯤꯇꯨ
ꯄ꯭ꯔꯦꯛꯇꯤꯁ ꯇꯧꯔꯗꯤ ꯇꯧꯗꯣꯏꯅꯦ ꯑꯩꯒꯤꯁꯨ ꯀꯥꯏꯗꯦ ꯈ꯭ꯋꯥꯏ ꯃꯔꯨꯑꯣꯏꯅꯅꯦ ꯄ꯭ꯔꯦꯛꯇꯤꯁ ꯇꯧꯔ ꯃꯇꯨꯡꯗꯅꯦ ꯇꯤꯝ ꯂꯩꯇ꯭ꯔꯤꯕ ꯕ꯭ꯔꯣ ꯇꯤꯝ ꯂꯩꯇꯥꯔꯒꯗꯤ ꯑꯩ ꯄ꯭ꯔꯦꯛꯇꯤꯁ ꯇꯧꯅꯤꯕ ꯅꯠꯇ꯭ꯔꯒꯗꯤ ꯇꯧꯗ꯭ꯔꯤꯁꯤꯅꯦ ꯑꯩꯁꯦ ꯇꯧ ꯍꯧꯕꯕꯨꯗꯤ ꯌꯥꯔꯕꯅꯦ ꯍꯧꯖꯤꯛ ꯅꯣꯏꯁꯦ ꯍꯥꯏꯄꯔ ꯀꯅꯥ ꯀꯥꯏꯒꯦ ꯍꯦꯅꯤ ꯅꯣꯏꯒꯤꯗꯤ
ꯀꯥꯏ
ꯑꯣ ꯀꯥꯏꯁꯅ
Yeah.
Just go for whatever you're comfortable with at this point because they have the alpha, they have the ranger, they have the
ꯀꯥꯏꯁꯦ ꯌꯥꯝ ꯀꯟꯅ
Lucas,
ꯄꯥꯜꯂꯤꯗ ꯇꯥꯏ ꯋꯥꯔꯤ
they have Zapdokacha, they
ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ
have
ꯃꯤꯠꯂꯦꯟ
Idol,
ꯌꯥꯝ
they
ꯀꯟꯅ
have a
ꯄꯥꯜꯂꯤ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ
plethora
ꯃꯤꯠꯂꯦꯟ
to choose
ꯑꯍꯨꯝꯁꯦ ꯌꯥꯝ
from.
ꯀꯟꯅ
Even
ꯆꯥꯟꯅꯗ꯭ꯔꯤ
Sicilian's good right now.
ꯇꯦꯡꯅ ꯀꯅꯥ ꯄꯥꯏꯕ
Sicilian and the Granger.
ꯁꯨꯔꯦꯁꯀ ꯑꯩꯒ ꯀꯥꯏꯁꯦ ꯆꯥꯟꯅꯗꯦꯕ ꯈꯔ
Okay.
ꯃꯥꯅꯦ
They're coming to
ꯋꯥꯔꯤꯁꯦ
the phobias.
ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ XP ꯒ
Win has been
MMꯒꯕꯨꯗꯤ
actually,
లింగꯦꯗꯅ
not gonna lie, Win loves the phobias so much, and I feel like he has been itching like this. Like,
ESP나
really give me the
Harvey.
phobias. He finally got the win, and I feel like this was an instant lock for him.
IGL ꯍꯥꯏꯕꯤꯔꯣ
I understand it, but yeah, I do agree. I feel
IGN
like
ꯅꯤꯒꯤꯅꯣ ꯍꯥꯔꯕꯤꯗꯣ
Sicilian would have
ꯑꯣ
been
ꯃꯥꯟꯅꯕ꯭ꯔꯣ
better,
ꯑꯅꯤꯗꯣ
but still, this Kalia can still be pushed into the HP, but I feel like considering how Art really loves the pick off, he might just pick it into a roaming position and give
ꯑꯗꯨꯗꯤ ꯅꯣꯏ ꯍꯥꯏꯄꯔꯗꯣ ꯑꯩꯅ
work
ꯄꯥꯏꯊꯔꯣ
around this phobias. Of course, the CC still left
ꯀꯥꯏ
out open, he
ꯇꯧꯊꯣꯛꯈ꯭ꯔꯒ
can pick it up and just try to win out the lane, because of course, but oh, maybe, okay, they're gonna go
ꯀꯩꯅꯣ ꯁꯤꯕꯨ ꯑꯃꯨꯛ ꯉꯥꯏꯈꯣ
into
ꯑꯗꯨꯗꯤ
the lane, and of course, you know, get the
ꯉꯥꯏꯔꯤ
Sicilian into the hands of
ꯆꯦꯈꯥꯏꯔꯦꯍꯦ
Vic,
ꯃꯥꯏ
so
ꯄꯥꯁꯋꯥꯔꯗ ꯀꯣꯄꯤ
this time
ꯅꯨꯄꯤ
around it's gonna be
ꯑꯦꯀꯥꯎꯟꯅꯦꯕ
interesting.
ꯃꯥꯅ
Blade is
ꯄꯤꯔꯤꯁꯦ
no
ꯕꯨꯁꯇꯤꯡ
longer
ꯇꯧꯔꯤꯁꯦ
stationary. He's gonna be having
ꯑꯩ ꯍꯧꯖꯤꯛ
much better time around
ꯁꯥꯟꯅꯍꯧꯗ꯭ꯔꯕꯅꯦ
against
ꯁꯤ
if there's Win
ꯉꯥꯏ
trying to
ꯂꯩꯔꯤ ꯁꯤ
flicker in,
ꯍꯧꯔꯗꯤ
take him
ꯉꯥꯏꯔꯤ
down,
ꯑꯩꯁꯦ
and of course force him into a position he's not comfortable with. But let's see what Zohunt's cooking up with. Freddy, what do you think? They're gonna go for Fredrin immediately, or they're gonna wait?
ꯃꯣꯕꯥꯏꯜ ꯅꯝꯕꯔꯁꯦ ꯄ꯭ꯂꯁ ꯌꯥꯎꯗ꯭ꯔꯗꯤ ꯌꯥꯗꯕ +91
Okay.
Because Sicilian and phobia, I mean, you already have a phobias. You put a Fredrin there, and now you're left with a Sicilian on the other side who's just
ꯃꯁꯥ
free
ꯏꯕꯤ
hitting on
ꯄꯥꯁꯋꯥꯔꯗ
you, and
ꯈꯪꯗꯕ ꯅꯨꯄꯤꯕꯨ
there
ꯀꯃꯥꯏꯅ
is nothing
ꯇꯧꯕꯅꯣ
that you can do about it. So I don't
ꯈꯪꯗꯦ
like a Fredrin
ꯕꯨꯁꯇꯤꯡ
right now for
ꯄꯤꯔꯤꯃꯤꯗോ
Zohunt.
ꯃꯥꯜꯂꯦ
I would
ꯋꯥꯔꯤ
expect something else. And
ꯕꯤꯅꯤꯇꯥ
okay,
ꯀꯥꯏꯖ ꯂꯩꯔꯝꯒꯗꯤ
that's much better.
ꯀꯤꯟꯅꯔꯣꯏꯕ ꯌꯥꯎꯋꯦ ꯍꯥꯏ ꯄꯥꯏꯊꯦꯛꯀꯦꯗꯧꯅꯤ
Much better or a little bit tough because Valir recently he
ꯉꯁꯤ
got a
ꯐꯦꯠ
little bit
ꯈꯔ
of
ꯁꯣꯏ
adjustment to
ꯃꯥꯜꯂꯦꯗ
his
ꯄ꯭ꯂꯦꯁꯦ
ultimate.
ꯌꯥꯝ
It's
ꯊꯤ
not
ꯁꯣꯏ
gonna
ꯍꯥꯏꯕ
it's gonna
ꯒꯦꯝ
purify
ꯃꯥꯅ
the
ꯄꯣꯜꯂꯤꯁꯦ
Kalia's pull. I think it's
ꯊꯥꯏꯅ ꯄ꯭ꯔꯣꯇꯤꯟꯗꯣ ꯃꯤꯁ ꯇꯧꯔꯛꯏꯀꯣ
I'm not
ꯖꯣꯖꯣ
really sure. I
ꯄꯨꯕꯗꯣ
haven't played
ꯃꯥꯅ
Valir
ꯍꯥꯏꯔꯤꯔꯣ
against
ꯐꯖꯅ
Kalia yet.
ꯁꯥꯟꯅꯕꯅꯦ ꯄ꯭ꯔꯣꯇꯤꯟ
But still, Valir will be able to dish out a lot of HP based damage to, of course, Kalia and Katot. Gonna be able to force
ꯀꯩꯅꯣꯁꯨ
them
ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ
back slightly, but of course,
ꯀꯩꯅोꯒꯤ
Sicilian has much
ꯔꯦꯖꯣꯗꯁꯨ
better
ꯊꯔꯠ
range, and
ꯇꯥꯏꯗ
once he comes online, he's gonna be
ꯁꯦꯀꯦꯟ
dishing out raw
ꯇꯥꯖꯒꯗ
damage.
ꯀꯩꯅꯣ ꯁꯦꯀꯦꯟ ꯐꯥꯎꯒꯤ ꯇꯥꯕ
Still has
ꯉꯝꯕ
the
ꯌꯥꯕ
hit
ꯀꯅꯥꯝ
points
ꯐꯣꯏꯕꯤꯔꯒꯦ
ꯂꯧꯕ ꯌꯥꯕ
ban on Lucas. I feel like it's most
ꯀꯩꯅꯣꯅ
likely gonna be a
ꯄꯤꯗꯤ ꯑꯣꯏꯅ
Lucas, if
ꯑꯣ
not
ꯀꯩꯅꯣ ꯑꯣꯏꯅ
perhaps
ꯖꯨꯂꯤꯌꯁ
another
ꯑꯣꯏꯅ
assassin, but Hayabusa's picked up. So
ꯀꯩꯅꯣꯗ
what are
ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ
your options? I think it's
ꯀꯥꯏꯁꯀ
just gonna be a
ꯀꯩꯅꯣꯒ
Lucas. If not,
ꯃꯣꯏ
because
ꯄꯨꯁ ꯇꯧ
I don't think
ꯌꯥꯗꯕꯤꯅꯦꯕ ꯄꯨꯁ
Suyo
ꯇꯧꯒꯦ
would be good in
ꯌꯥꯗꯕ
this
ꯀꯥꯟꯗ
game.
ꯃꯤꯠ
What do you
ꯌꯥꯗꯦ
think,
ꯄꯨꯁ
bro?
ꯇꯧꯒꯦ ꯄꯨꯁ ꯌꯥꯔꯣꯏ ꯍꯥꯏꯔꯦ ꯀꯔꯤꯅꯣ ꯈꯪꯗꯦ ꯂꯩꯈꯠ
ꯃꯥꯜꯂꯦ
ꯅꯦꯠꯇꯨ ꯒꯦꯝ ꯍꯦꯛ ꯍꯧꯕꯗꯒꯤ
Not
ꯄꯨꯁ ꯑꯃ ꯇꯧꯔꯦꯅ ꯄꯨꯁ ꯑꯃ ꯇꯧ ꯄꯨꯁ ꯑꯅꯤ
I
ꯁꯨꯅ
mean,
ꯇꯧ
Suyo
ꯌꯥꯔꯣꯏ ꯍꯥꯏꯔꯦ
can work out. You can get a snowball and of course on their side.
ꯁꯥꯟꯅꯩꯗꯣ 250
So
ms ꯁꯥꯟꯅꯔꯦ
ꯑꯗꯨꯒꯨꯝꯕ
ꯍꯥꯏꯄꯔ
ꯇꯣꯔꯅꯥꯃꯦꯟ
ꯒꯦꯃꯤꯡꯒꯗꯣ
ꯂꯥꯛꯄ ꯃꯇꯝꯗꯗꯤ ꯌꯥꯔꯔꯣꯏꯅꯦ
If it
ꯑꯩ
was
ꯐꯣꯟ
inside Eliminators,
ꯁꯥꯟꯅꯔꯛꯇ꯭ꯔꯗꯤ
it could have been a good pick, but they have the Valir, of
ꯍꯥꯏꯗꯤ
course.
ꯋꯥꯗ꯭ꯔꯝꯁꯨ
So
ꯌꯥꯎꯕꯅꯦ
yeah.
ꯃꯃꯥꯡꯗ
Here
ꯋꯥꯗ꯭ꯔꯝꯗꯨꯁꯨ
Zohunt
ꯂꯋꯥꯏ
gets locked
ꯃꯆꯥꯈꯩꯅ
down in
ꯀꯩꯅꯣ ꯂꯦꯃꯟꯗꯅ
a
ꯀꯩꯅꯣꯗ
just go for a
15%ꯗ
dig.
ꯕꯦꯁ
That
ꯑꯣꯐ
would
3
be
ꯁꯥꯟꯅꯅꯤꯅ ꯃꯔꯩ ꯌꯦꯠꯂꯒ
but it's
ꯀꯥꯍꯟꯈ꯭ꯔꯦ
the
ꯅꯝꯗꯅ
last Suyo.
ꯄꯣꯠꯇꯤ ꯇꯧꯊꯣꯛꯈ꯭ꯔꯦ ꯍꯣꯏ
That's the only kind of jungler left. What are you gonna go for? Alpha?
ꯍꯥꯏꯗꯤ
This is still
ꯑꯥꯏꯄꯦꯗꯀꯨꯝꯕꯗꯗꯤ
gonna be hard.
ꯇꯣꯔꯅꯥꯃꯦꯟꯗ ꯁꯥꯟꯅ ꯌꯥꯗꯦ
Suyo
ꯍꯥꯏꯔꯦꯕ
has the
ꯈꯪꯕ꯭ꯔꯥ
only
ꯌꯥꯗꯦ
mobility
ꯑꯗꯨꯅꯦ
and
ꯍꯥꯏꯗꯤ
ꯑꯗꯨꯒꯤꯅꯦ ꯐꯣꯟꯗ
ꯚ꯭ꯌꯨꯗꯣ
ꯁꯥꯟꯅ
ꯑꯗꯨꯅ
ꯌꯥꯗꯦꯕ
ꯆꯥꯎꯕ ꯍꯦꯜꯂꯦꯕ
of
ꯌꯦꯡꯕꯗꯣ
both Fate as well as Art.
ꯃꯦꯞꯇꯣ
ꯑꯗꯨꯅ ꯑꯩ ꯐꯣꯟꯗ ꯁꯥꯟꯅ ꯍꯧꯔꯅꯦꯕ ꯀꯥꯟꯅꯗꯦꯕ ꯑꯩꯅ ꯍꯥꯏꯁꯦ ꯅꯪ ꯄꯩꯁꯥ ꯂꯩꯔꯗꯤ ꯑꯦꯟꯗ꯭ꯔꯣꯏꯗ ꯑꯃ ꯂꯩꯔꯣ ꯁꯁ
Suyo is good. It's not bad. I wouldn't say that's a
ꯑꯩꯔꯣ ꯑꯩ ꯑꯦꯟꯗ꯭ꯔꯣꯏꯗꯇꯤ ꯄꯥꯝꯗꯦ ꯇꯁꯦꯡꯅ
This is the game.
ꯑꯦꯟꯗ꯭ꯔꯣꯏꯗꯇꯤ ꯁꯥꯟꯅ ꯅꯨꯡꯉꯥꯏꯇꯦ ꯑꯩꯗꯤ ꯍꯩꯅꯗꯦ
iOS ꯑꯣꯏꯅ ꯄꯥꯝꯃꯦꯕ ꯂꯩ ꯇꯥꯔꯗꯤ iOS
Mr.
ꯑꯣꯏꯅ ꯂꯩꯅꯦꯕ
Bolt, you will be happy to see this.
ꯂꯩꯕꯨꯗꯤ ꯂꯩꯌꯦꯅꯦ ꯁꯦ ꯐꯣꯟ ꯑꯃ
He'll be
ꯂꯩ
happy. He got
ꯑꯩ ꯁꯨꯝ
the
ꯁꯥꯟꯅꯗꯕ
whole,
ꯁꯥꯟꯅꯗꯕ ꯋꯥꯅꯤ ꯄꯤꯛꯇꯛ
pick
ꯇꯥꯏꯌꯦꯅ
up and
15
everything.
ꯄ꯭ꯂꯁꯇ ꯑꯣꯏꯇꯥꯔꯗꯤ ꯁꯥꯟꯅ ꯅꯨꯡꯉꯥꯏꯒꯗꯕ 15ꯁꯤꯅ ꯈꯤꯇꯪ
Talking
ꯄꯤꯛꯇꯛ
about
ꯇꯥꯏꯌꯦꯕ 15
talking
ꯄ꯭ꯂꯁ
about
ꯒꯦꯝꯅ ꯀꯥꯟꯗ
magic
damage
PE
weakness
phone
of
yan, PE.
Suyo. I feel like Eliminators
Nang
are
by
gonna
the
be
plus
very
not there,
literally
not there.
like, yo,
Nang they
okay,
phone
Suyo, you want a game, and
Hey,
there
Pro
we
Max
go.
na.
Sararmon, it's also one of his signature
Plus
picks,
2 tar
the
ti no
Julian,
ay don yo sa.
and I feel like Suyo's gonna be definitely gonna be facing a lot of difficulties since he doesn't have the magic reduction anymore into his passive. There's Kapot, there's Sicilian, there's Julian as well. He's gonna be facing a lot of damage that he needs to be facing on, and the poke. Don't even get me started. The Clint is gonna be an interesting one. This time around, I feel like Fate, just by draft wise, has
My first year
timing. I mean, much more comfort.
Ado na po
Not
sa
just
bit
late,
no
but
may
I
ta
feel
ko
like on
120
fights as well. What do you think, Pedro?
all series one yeah adu su pam di pam but
Yeah, I think it's going to be really interesting to see if this Julian works out or not, because with this kind of composition, of course, into the back lines, there's going to be the Valir and the the Granger poking you every single time. So
ida Zohunt na po di
it's
loy
gonna
din
work
ni
out or
game
not.
ya.
so is Jonah na te et por lore
Zohunt are in the heads of Eliminators.
Zohunt na pura di aba dun ji.
They already got in there, and now Eliminators need to find
Valir
a way
pick ni
to
na.
come back. They have a good draft. The Eliminators have a good draft. It's not bad.
pero su pam ai si yung thog de le ya ni ta jo
They have the
khal
extended range. They have the poke. They have a pick off. They have a single target.
ta jai na to ni ya
They have everything.
Ta di
that
account pirak tri ni
needs
kwai maro.
to be
ai do de practice to ro ai ro phan sa ro ai
So Hunt just have the mentality
Kay na
at
ja.
this point.
Practice to
They
ai
have
di
a
phone
good
ma di
draft.
to
It was a good pick indeed.
Ai
But,
khang
I
de.
don't know if Eliminators will be able to withstand the onslaught.
Kay ma
that
hai ji ba
Zohunt
kay ni
have been
screenshot an thare.
bringing
Ui
since
kay ni
game
ko.
number 1. The comeback, and now they won one game, and then now they destroyed them in the previous one. So the confidence of Zohunt
Jadi
is
cumne
high.
post
They're
ah.
on this right here,
Mai.
right now. Will they be
Masih
able
na
to do so?
tiya de ma de ma yung
Gonna be an interesting one, and we have both of the drops, and we'll soon see their spells as well as we head on. Both have decent draws, but it's just like you mentioned, comebacks after comeback. Zohunt is able to prove them that they will not go down.
aji kan nang mudu switch to ga
Easily.
ne
Instead, they're gonna be the
Yeah,
ones
yeah.
into that
Kay
driving
to
seat almost for basically 3 games.
Kang dewa
As
muntun na
right
piro
now,
ya
we
ya.
go
ati
into
mudu
the
switch to
Ano je
mudu
muntun.
verification hang le ba
if Eliminators does not, but
Baby
there we
na tiya.
go.
We go in,
Tukot sa'yo.
ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, friends of all ages, into what could be possible final game of the night. Yes,
Pero
you
5 men
heard
horse in
that
it.
Zohunt are at match point.
Kanana.
Nang mile dai ne nang ba
For the Northeast Underdog Tournament.
Kana din nang ai gam lai re. Kana de.
harbi ke ka le tro
30,000 diamonds.
Harbi do moirang ja kaya ga.
o harbi ro mo na je pe ja mai to ri mai ta ra ai ngai ado no button man quote pa do quote naruto ki free skin trial card
Naruto skins are the line, guys, and of course under casting
ko
that
pa ko ne ro ko ai pir ke
myself, Ray, and Fredo. But
Trial card,
great
I thought.
player. If you want those Naruto skins, you better win it out because you can't enjoy the benefits of tournament lobby always. Especially Zoramon. Come on, I know you want those Naruto skins.
hada kana ka ni ya e piro ai ra sile to
From Valir,
this
Fredo,
is mobile to pai ta ga nang si je thar no
but
trial card phang da
This is a deja vu of that game number 3 where Zohunt was really leading the early game and Eliminators immediately came back.
What I like right here is both have level 3 power spikes in the jungler straight up.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's exactly the the common.
Ai yung chang kele mo ko sin di kom long no.
He gets poked out way too much, forced to flicker as well, retribution forced out, and then they get the kill quite easily.
They know who to target this time, Fredo.
Exactly. They do not want to face prime time again. So yeah, that's what's happening right now, and of course they'll be getting a lot of gold.
ko pa
as
ga
well,
ja ko
hitting
im
them,
ba
their
mi to
shield
to
and-
mane do nang do
Completely?
Oh,
Almost. Mizo-san goes in with the flicker as well. Sacred Hammer being used, and they catch him in place with those ropes. Art is there to create some space, and has a Sakura skin already.
Yeah.
it is ya ra it is a compare am la ka mai mm do soi ba ni
I don't hate it.
Thanks for ya ba ni ya ba ni phang ro phang ri ya ro phang
First blood, and it was Fade. I feel like Fade is obviously
ke je hadak ti palak ta bi lai ko mo pa da mem mamang da ma ne pa
than him. It's until he gets
adu bu mang jo ka big la ka do mana heli da
Flicker
tu bai pai ro
forced out onto the hands of Win.
oh, they want to go in again.
Behemoth thokte chiga yo Behemoth yaw bra si bro Sandri yo yambo Kuchi Behemoth Sandri yambo As Faze
on point from Mizo. That is Dusty indeed. He gets that Sarar Moon will be the sacrificial lamb. They get that kill and now ET
dong ngang ma le adu di khang thi akop bom rum ji bro do tar zo hajigi kano du mamang gen du mana so ne ya de the giri the play du ya de ma
definitely showing why it's one of his favorite picks.
Kiro game or the guys.
Yep, of course. That's why he wants to lock in, right? Lock in the phobias, lock in the game. And with that, of course, able to provide the zoning and all the disruption of the backline. That's what I always say. With the phobias, that's what you do. For now, though, oh my god. Sakura looking really good here with that poke.
1-4-2 score. Not much goal lead, but yeah, already into the 3 minutes mark. 1K is pretty
good.
Oh, implosion?
Oh, they go through Sanguine Clauses
event bro. Headed by me so kano gi min direct comeback sa ke best mana bot is hoi ko ni put tower push to no ne ga ta bu to je tower do push or de bele do no budget cha si gre na sai do no to skill loina pa ya bane me hand sa me to ne bo thok te gi nang skin do pam tar di bro ai can trial card pi ke trial card to
it's Sakura, right?
It's like talk about do they want to go in? Oh, look at that.
Oh, you can see the tsunami slam wrestling is already over. It looks like they're trying to wrestle once again, but their art gets taken down.
Game bu sang du ga profile sang ga redeem code to bom do khang dina adu da smain tha
Suyo snowball is hard to come back from, so hopefully Eliminators have their plan set because they have late game. This is what they're playing for. Will they be able
smain tha dum nang tra card ma de pira don na pa mo khalo tra card to
but jokes aside, the turtle's going to be coming up. Why did we not get a custom turtle though? It would have been pretty nice if it was a different one, but yeah, okay, Suyu is pretty far away, but I think they're just gonna be stalling it until he's gonna, I feel like Julian could have mentioned it out, but not enough in
games it can na Zohunt na ka ta lore.
Look at that.
Oh, nice talk coming through from Legend onto
As Tiger Africa to ka ba. Fazadre.
Now they find the clap back. Mizo-san is the first one to fall.
Tiger Africa yung tiyaw dre brother.
Creating the space. Sarar Moon along with Fate and Bid trying to take him down. Sanguine Claws comes into the fray. Win should be easy pickings for Fate. I don't know what he was thinking. Mizo-san, not the miracle boy that we want to see.
Not the miracle boy. His name might start with M, but it's not the miracle boy. But I want to see the items. Does Clint has the Sky Piercer as his first item? Like, genuinely. Yeah, he got the Sky Piercer as first item. That confidence. I feel like maybe the rest of the members, Zohunt is in their head, but Fate, he's in a different thing. He's so confident that he went first. Oh, do they want to commit? No. They know, especially Art. He knows that he cannot commit to Mizo-san anymore, but that play, that was a blunder.
Yep, definitely. Blunders cannot be afforded anymore though, because both the sides, of course, Zohunt slight lead, but it's very easy.
Oh, AOG comes through on towards Prime. They take him down quite easily. Mizo-san once again caught in no man's land. That's another stack into the hands of a stack, and he's gonna start hurting a lot.
I just realized that, okay, some folk, it's gonna be fine. I just realized one of the first mages, which is the Nana, has pink hair. And so does Selena. How do you not remember that, Fredo? Come on. But yeah, mid lane, we see a lot of HP being traded off, and few recalls here and there. The next Turtle is coming up in 15 seconds. Previous one was taken down by Eliminators, first one by Zohunt. This one gives out the most XP and goal, and I feel like, of course, Dusty Mizo and Sarar Moon both won. Oh, look at that!
Oh, Mizo-san finally finds the target. They get the shutdown on towards Fate. He couldn't you can see they get the tsunami slam down on towards Win. So trading 1 for 1, but in the favor of Zohunt as they catch the goal laner. Fate is down now. On the turtle if they wish to contest.
Oh, Prime? No, Bazooka.
No, not yet.
Yeah, not yet. But Kronos, I would love if you call it Sakura Slam. It would be pretty fun.
Sakura Slam.
Ain't no stop for a slam coming through. I told you that he's a simp, ladies and gentlemen. That's what Ray is. Cheating on his wife right now. That's the juice in. But at the same time, you can see Retribution not being missed out. Servar Moon is able to get that lead quite easily. As the rest of Zohunt, they want to take away the now, as you can see, Art tries to go for the title slam, not getting it just yet, but Prime able to pick up some pieces, able to get that tier 1 on the top side. Zohunt evening out the goal score slowly but surely.
Yep, they're trying to do so. 1-for-1 trade on both ends. Not much goal difference when 21k, 22k on. Oh, Tsunami, Sakura spam.
Win forced to figure out. He has the Infernal Pursuit to buy enough time, but there's no backup coming through. Be able to do enough damage. With that concealed play, Art trying to find him, and right now they get that Sacred Hammer coming through just to escape. AOG into the purple buff. They catch Mizo-san along with Prime Legend. Buying some time enough for his jungler to make his way through. As you can see right now, they go for the title slam. They catch them. Mizo-san, he can go for the play. He wishes not to do so. Not enough damage present just yet. Goes for it with that flicker and catches them off guard. As he still pays the price nonetheless. There's no damage present. Shut down in the hands of Bid, who catches Dusty Mizo. So Eliminators have hit their power spike, but Zohunt just haven't yet.
Yo, if it was some other mage, you know, like a burst mage, like a Veil or something, damn, that would have been so good, but
Gara?
With a Valir, you don't get that. You don't get that with Gara. Gara doesn't burst.
No, the Gara is a Veil, that's why. Valir didn't get any skin. Come on, this is unfair. Justice for Valir, but jokes aside, that setup was really pretty great, but the response from Art, that knock-up was there, and it's pretty clear why they were able to win out the team fight, and right now they're pressuring in. Look at that.
Right now, Mizo-san is forced to back out. He used the Sacred Hammer already. They are able to clear out the wave thanks to the range coming through from Prime. But Eliminators have taken control over the river. Madara has entered the battle. Test that one. Zohunt are trying to get that. Art has the tidal wave already. As you can see, Win is trying to create space. Come through, but enough damage. The range and raw burst and the true damage from Fate is just enough to take him down. He went down in the blink of an eye. And right now, Mizo-san trying to enter and penetrate through the back. Forward, he gets the down on towards Dusty Mizo. He gets taken down, and he's out of the battlefield as they secure Madara. And now Eliminators will be looking to push their way.
Definitely pushing their way in the mid lane already. And into the bot side though, they need to take care of the wave management. They do not want to waste this Lord away with the lead that they have right now. So might as well take care of the lanes, as they would like to take some turrets away at least with this Lord. But look at that, stacks, oh my god, 44 already. And
Sky 44.
I mean, of course, like Ray just said, they got into the minds of Eliminators, but Fate had some other plans. The Sky Piercer. Yep. He of course he wants a change of fate, and seems like Sky Piercer got into his mind, you know, before anything else. So yeah, he's gonna Sky Pierce his way.
Tidal wave coming through, and right now they get a tsunami slam on Mizo-san. They're trying to get the connection, but he can see the knife in the back line. He gets the hammer as well, but there is no help coming through on their side as he gets a 2, and now they trade only 1, and finally Fate finds a double. Makes a triple 3-for-2 trade. While it was looking dicey for Eliminators, Fate pulls up. After a disappointing performance on the Irithel, he shows that he can indeed play that Flint.
Spirit, he got Volt is much better later on. But okay, the Simizo finally gets the Malefic Roar, but until and unless there is, I mean, Mizo-san has been, like, except for that first blunder that he did under a turtle fight, that he has been trying to get at least 2 or 3 people into his implosion, but until they can get Fate on 1 CC and take him down, I feel like the chances of it coming back, it's pretty less. 12 minutes in, 500 stacks. Prime does have good enough stacking on him. He's not behind, so he can bounce back, but the question is Team AOG?
Oh, they get the... Oh no, it just misses completely. Nobody's there. They use the flicker to get out of harm's way. 1 minute for the Lords to come back up, but right now Mizo-san gets caught out. You can see the second class there. Nice burst damage coming through with the enhanced scythe as they are now looking to penetrate down the mid lane. He goes through as well, interesting to get the knockup on towards Faden and win. Sangling Claws catches Dusty Mizo. Win goes through with the Infernal Pursuit, and now they get the kill still as Fate is godlike. Art pays the price indeed. It's a 2-for-1 trade after Mizo-san went down early, and now Faden looking to dish out the damage from afar along with Prime, but they just don't have it right now. Eliminators are slowly looking to make that comeback possible.
I want to see the itemization because I feel like okay.
Exactly
what happened in the last game in the hands of Prime, right?
Prime
was
on
80 stacks, and now Fate is on 80 stacks. We don't really talk much about a clean snowball happening, but in this match, Fate is proving something.
Look at the burst.
Oh no, he gets the implosion, catches 3, but at the same time he gets to go down. Legendary Fate, nobody's able to catch him. AOG straight on towards Faden. He can't get out, the taunt is there, but the range and the true damage from Fate is way too much. Prime secures the kill towards Bid, and now the conceal into the Lord, so they want to rush it down, as the Lord should be marching right now, immediately in towards the mid lane. As you can see, Eliminators want to call it an end.
And you know, one of the worst thing of Granger is that to be on the losing end. Once you're into that snowball, it's pretty hard to stop you. But if you don't have it, this is what puts you. You're right now, your head is against a wall right now. You have to bite the bullet because you cannot really defend. Look at the burst that's coming in. Oh my god.
Is nasty, absolutely nasty coming in from Fate. And right now, he doesn't have the orange buff, but he has the immortality, so he should be able to survive. They don't get the inhibitor on the bot side. The Lord is already in the base. Mizo-san is looking tries to get the implosion, but Fate is taking down low. AOG is trying to create the separation. Mizo-san uses that concealed.
Fate isn't there.
Tries to get the kills as finally a double in the hands of Serarbo would make that a triple. Mid comes to the fray. Catches them. Mizo-san the only one left standing. What can a lonely Tigreal do in front of a cowboy and a vampire? Because right now, ladies and gentlemen, Eliminators are making the comeback alive as they take away Zohunt Street.
Game looks 상대할래 guys.
Make it easy for Eliminators to try and make a comeback.
Game 아니기다 말이야. 진짜 나만 가리 로리 game.
This was needed for Eliminators, of course, but
oh my god,
it's needed for the fans as well to, of course, not end it on a game number 5 to push it into game number 6. And Zohunt still on the match point, but Eliminators is bouncing back immediately. Well, of course, the Clint being the surprise pick. Of course, Bolt is pretty happy about it. And
3-2 point.
And I'm gonna be honest, like, I feel like the Suyo, Dusty Mizo on the Suyo, he has not. It's not that he performed bad. It was, of course, he did his absolute best. 3-0 into the early phase, right onto 7 minutes. It was pretty clear he was doing good, but it's pretty clear that he needs something else because they were not able to catch Fate at all. Right? The implosion were in a lot of the moments, except for that first time. A lot of the moments it was pretty perfect, but the Valir was. I feel like they needed something else. So many times I feel like if they had some form of burst, they could have done something about it. And just like Kronos mentioned, I feel like they could have just committed to the Sicilian themselves. Like, why not just commit to the Granger Sicilian? I know, like, Wayne really loves to play the Phobius, but what can a lonely Phobius do here? So many times, like, he entered the team fight and he did not even get the chance to make one jump. He was gone mid-air, like poo, like that. It's crazy, and I don't think they were prepared for the Clint either. I feel like they really needed the Sicilian. The Sicilian would have helped at least, like, to make sure Clint doesn't get too much into a comfortable position because Sicilian has the range. Valir does not. They made the mistake that Eliminators did, playing in a little bit of a less range. When you pick up the Granger, you need more range. Even the Farsa would have worked out. Honestly, they needed something else.
Well, I don't really know how to say this, but of course,
game to zero kai no
boosting did not have enough damage actually.
boosting hai dira age machi facebook account ne password to khang dre
of course, in the goal lane this time, I feel like the Clint was able to outpoke actually the Granger. He was forcing, the Granger.
Oh, see the eye,
That's
so
the
that's
reason
kind of
why,
some hours. Yeah, there
the
are.
Granger did not really work out.
That
But in the
let's still
previous
talking
game,
about
what
money
happened was
side.
the Editel, of course, the range is
Naruto
definitely
say na
there.
mai,
You can actually, kite away from the bullets of the Granger. But with the Clint, it's hitting you.
What do you think? No,
the double shot is hitting you every single time, and that's the reason why the Granger, he was out of position. Actually, was trying to gain advantage. Prime was trying to gain advantage the first blood that happened. He was trying to gain advantage. He was not able to do that because of Clint. He keeps hitting you with the double shots, and
then I come up with the higher low there.
I mean, that's where it started, I guess. That's it, I guess,
Diamond listening any Jonga sang to me and the tournament for
Definitely
the
the Clint was one of the playmakers. I mean, just like we discussed,
Aduga mana
Bane
pasaka
did
100
not let Zohunt get into their hands, and he played a very confident pick. Even his build was he only had,
I lay
of course, one
Kutu
risky
jigdre
item and he
game
needed
the
to
sing
build
kat
up
krene.
the Skypiercer. So
He na sing kat krene.
he delivered it, and a lot of the
Haran
times
mun
I feel
sing
like
kat krene
Mizo
fa
wanted
na
to
jigd
commit, but
1v3 to
I
thal.
feel like the mid lane was definitely a mistake. It's a good pick. Valir is no way in a bad pick. I love playing Valir as well, but I feel like they needed something else. Valir has the poking, but they needed range. They needed someone that could
Nang
forcibly
kano link
back
tha
so he doesn't get the position to so much nasty damage.
嫌われてたこと
Tigreal and Phoveus, they're the front line
その
and
理由
they're
っての
getting
が
nang link tha to
俺
kay
の
no.
中のキュ
What
ービ
is
だ
the marksman supposed to do?
ID tharo ID.
And if you
They do. Yeah. No,
Find
but
no
in this game it
respect.
just didn't work.
お前みたく
Oh, ID hack it. 20 ID.
Jungler, but
0
50.
yeah.
0
8 5
Hasn't been
8
good
5 8
the entire game except for that one
Ika dia.
where
Cái loại số speed này hết.
Yes, go ahead. 20 0 50 8 58.
6 8 5 6 7 sorry.
to show that they need to work on their draft. And again, let's not forget they're playing
Border yok thi ki ka ni ne border.
Eliminators. I'm saying this time and again.
Better. Năng là cái game game
4 games they were playing for the mistakes. They won 2 and
phải,
Eliminators
phải.
took 2. Right? The
Chi
only
mà
one
nào
where they played really well
tài
at
sẽ
their own pace and
đang
their
từ đó
own
cái
time
nào.
was the one that they won clean.
This sport cho hôm ta hay chính thức.
That was because it was prime time.
Mà nào
But now, for this next one, I'm not really sure.
Interesting, of course. Look at that, just like you mentioned, Kronos, the Winter Crown, making sure that even if he tries to, Winter Crown gonna be there, and he's just gonna be standing there. The Bat Beast not gonna be able to getting caught off at all. And of course, the tanky build.
Back to yo cái có cái tao phải.
Immortality just in case, and I feel like that Immortality did not even get popped off. He survived at 1 HP. Classic builds on the other hand. I just feel like
Ai stream thai halam ne tha rồi thi.
Prime was trying his absolute best. He had good stacks. He also has a Blade of Despair as well, one of the most expensive items in the game. So he was basically catching up to Clint as fast as he could. But what can he?
Mathang dai de mathang update de XP cái nó là ni ne.
As well as the pickoff was so
In
great
deal
from
na
the hands
là ne.
of not just Art as well as except for 1 or 2 few missed AOG.
XP meta la ni ai XP kan khala ni ai.
Putting Zohunt in
XP na game kiri tau matam yaw dore mathang
they were not
update.
able to dish out the damage, and Win and Mizo-san, they got separated from their team, where basically the the damage dealers were separated completely in the back end,
Dark
and they
system
were in
je
the front end fighting for their lives.
solo
as they
duo
got
tu
stabbed
trail tu
along the way
thing na draw.
by the nasty damage that came in from the Brazilian, and of course Clint with the 80 stack Skypiercer.
Takashi cái lấy cái này tin vào rồi à.
Ông gì rồi mua ni rồi.
lot of gap.
Speaking of.
Ông ăn spill rồi.
Again, Fredo, say.
Yeah.
All you heard is 80 stack Skypiercer, right?
Yeah.
Em phải mua nè.
I mean, see the way Ray explains things, right?
Cái sao em phải mua nè. Ai điên lâu em ra, năng coi sẽ lấy tuyến cho nó còn nó sẽ như thế nào.
No, I think
So yeah.
brother.
But yeah, I mean, I did understand. I mean, at the
Salam
summary,
ba
of
what
course,
you are in it.
of course, Fate, he did play very, very well. That's the whole summary of Fate. But yeah, if you want to do this, of course,
Kaya yun na yung game yung
Game
turn back and listen again. But yeah, I mean, I was actually thinking of one thing the entire time.
Kind of film
form. Forgetting and that
Wala
is,
na nga pa yung
like, Multi would definitely.
Cái nó mua đang
be
chất
the
tanga
best
hay là tôi đi thì cái
Clint
này.
was picked, but it defeated
Cái nó nó mới
the
áp đặt rồi cái nó.
So
Please
what would
ban
be his
a
reaction? I was thinking about
Okay,
that, but
then may win ka pa sa
talking about his reaction later. This time Zohunt is on the blue side, Eliminators on the red side. The red side has no favored Eliminators.
Okay. Let's see if Fate can take that, but of course, ladies and gentlemen, this is gonna be number 6. And 3-4-2. Zohunt is still on the match point, but Eliminators are looking strong as ever. Their draft has been excellent. They missed out a few times with few mistakes as Zohunt was able to take it, but right now they are looking strong as ever. Especially after that underwhelming performance into the game. Coming back and let's see what he has in store in his inventory. The enemy is taken. It's Chronos versus Alfredo. Let's see what this game entails so far. The draft has been pretty honestly predictable. The respect to Masha, the Moskov, and of course the Zushin, as well as the Matilda. Matilda is not going to be seeing the light of the day, even when she was opened, which was questionable, honestly.
My mission is to protect lives.
Pick a hero.
It's going to be the Kalia band, so
For you, yes, for you.
I feel like Zohunt is pretty hesitant on picking up the Lucas, though, because
For you,
I feel like Dusty Miso hasn't played the Lucas, right?
Game ka na mas ko pa ge kimi lo in hai.
Yeah, he has not.
I feel like it's
Kimi ba ja.
It's not about hero pool, man. I've seen Dusty play a lot of times. The Lucas.
Already got him lined up in my sights.
I mean, Eliminators.
I won't stop until they're all brought to justice.
Loy ma like.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not blaming Eliminators, but yeah, that's the kind of hero it is. It does not work in certain drafts.
true. Agree. But they give away the
Muscle of iron, bones of steel.
It's specialty. It's pretty interesting.
Yeah, ka ba?
Love and night
Your
are
team is
everlasting.
picking.
Sicilian, just pick it up already. Or even, I wouldn't say Jawhead right now. Sicilian or go for the Suyo.
I think they want to go for something else.
Joy.
Chimano ina kal you know.
Joy is much better. Just because you can get into
Si scar ji hai da ne go le pa.
Hayabusa is still open though, so I'm not sure if
I am the priestess of primal lightning, the hunter of all the evil
I
gods.
just said don't go for the Jawhead.
Come on, Dusty. I know you're listening.
Time to drop the beat of the flesh.
They got 2 pickups.
Experience the euphony of
Please pick a
suffering.
hero.
Let's move on to the next game already. Chip, Granger, Badang, the Wombo combo is alive. They have the range. It all comes down to if Harry can play better than the Granger, of course. That's literally the win condition so far in the first phase. And looking at the fact that they've already
ai ba kon yam hoi na noi tang stream da. Ku dai sai da na hai na. Hoi oro itan da hai na da wa na.
Absolutely amazing. But they
cái là chui bay cái nó mai mà chui thu chui bay cái
Line of
yes, that's a good ban, but I think Eliminators might have to pick up the Vexana themselves.
I don't really know why they committed to Jawhead. I feel like they could have let it out. It's not much of a big deal. I feel like it's gonna be a mistake for them. It might just make it for free because I really agree.
Drop comment to get ai pa na again.
Not it. I mean,
Just unnecessary. I
Drop
think you're just doing it because you don't want Eliminators to take it. Yeah, you're denying the pick, but it doesn't
Eliminator
work. You
cái chip
already have
nè,
a pick off. You need an
Granger
AoE.
nè,
Gato Gacha was just
Badang nè,
right
rồi ông
there.
ấy kỹ nó kỹ.
I don't know why they didn't go for it. Even better.
Get it nè.
Get that
Get
alpha
cái
now.
nè,
Alpha
rồi nè.
with the chip. I would have liked to
Rồi
see
chỉ đi pi thuốc
Alpha,
đó.
Suyo chip combo is
Nó cứ rồi
absolutely
sao
lethal,
thì.
but they went for the alpha right now. Suyo, Granger is gonna
Mai thấy tay bung đó,
They have
thì
the
cái đó
range,
combo
they
Pas
đó.
ado
have
cái
the
trên
Ờ,
lăng cái đó
AoE,
đúng
true damage.
Ồ, ado tí vào giờ.
Rồi này
Nah,
giờ hai mình.
bro. You gotta pick up what?
Cái nhẹ nhàng ngoài thế.
They need a jungler as well as.
Anh đi trong này YouTube gì mà như blog.
I
Này,
don't see.
30 cái thứ hai này.
Something like a
30.
Vexana. Don't tell me you wanna go Carmilla in the jungle.
30 ngoài nang san sina bro cái nó YouTube canal là phải có canal là.
yep, they go Vexana.
Yeah, đấy là tên đây hồi đi coi mình mang tàu cái nào nữa.
Trying to snowball out of the situation, but we'll have to see. I feel like
Cái nơi bài cái sina trong này mà.
I don't know why they could have honestly.
Ê, cái này xin mình ngao rồi.
Fine, you don't.
Ê,
Fine.
mày biết rồi giờ rồi. Ê,
Yeah, like you could pick up the Farsa.
ê, sáng giờ là liệp là cái tiền phúc cái mà.
Farsa is good, Yves is good, Aurora is really good.
Lu
Novarius
Jang
also
Re,
even
Re
good.
Te Hoi.
There's a lot. Lu
It
Yi,
play,
Lu
play.
Yi's banned out, but there's a lot that they can pick in the mid lane
It
right
Lu
now.
Ile Me.
Farum is even better. That is just perfect.
Nasty.
Nice.
Honestly.
Now we have a game. Finally.
Even I feel bad. Even
finally.
I feel like
it's go all the way to the game 7.
It's so over. It's so over for Zohunt, honestly, because Eliminators, they're going for, of course, this classic combo of bait on the farmers and of course ship onto the hands of Art, and it's gonna be really nasty because I feel like Zohunt does not have the proper response for any of this time around. Even like why the joy against the Badang, it's just gonna get nullified immediately. You're not gonna be do anything against it. If anything, you're gonna get punched back, fisted back, just like Bolty likes to mention. There's not enough range either. The only possible way they can really bounce back is like Prime or Saiyan or whatever, like Leonins is. That's the only possible way. I don't see it. Honestly, like I supported Zohunt making a 4-2, but this time around, honestly, even I feel like Eliminator too much of a strong draft against what Zohunt has pulled up.
You know why he doesn't see it, Fredo? Because he don't got his glasses on right now, that's why.
Damn, boy.
Yeah, that's probably a reason. Or he's blinded by the fact that Zohunt has a Kalia on the other side, because, you know, that's what he likes to see. But yeah.
I like fish. Fish is nice.
Coming back to the point, seems like Eliminators, they have a good job, but do you think their mid lane does lack a little bit of damage?
I think the damage is going to be... damage is going to come here.
Yeah, because the Faramis second skill basically the more people that are closed up together, the more you want to shout. And with the chip, he... As the paint combo like a so is being a dire right now. It's like playing Eliminators unless they nice to pick off in the early game, because I just run 4-3 purifies with a flicker. Because right now, ladies and gentlemen, you are watching, of course, Wardrum Games Northeast Underdog Tournament. It is the final. Taking a look at two of them. Yes, they are indeed. Zohunt on the blue side, Eliminators on the red. Mobile Legends 5,000 rupees, along with 30 seconds on the line. As you can see right now, we are in game number 6. Will Zohunt take it all? Or will Eliminators even out the score? Your casters, Kronos, Array, and Fredo to bring you the action. As let's get to see who will reign supreme.
Absolutely, Kronos, and this game is obviously going to be interesting. Time and time again, Eliminators have had the better, stronger draft, but it's pretty obvious this time around. The only possible way, just like you mentioned, it's the mistake, or if getting those early pickoffs. But even if they get those early pickoffs, if it's not Fate, it's not visible enough, who has the Purify, so there's no pickoff that's going to be coming in from Win. Okay, Win is on the XP lane on Kalia, that's a good one. But okay, but Mizo-san, I think they really need to coordinate it, because they need to take down Fate as much. Hayat is going to be having a better time, but a lot of poking in the mid phase.
Oh, you can see.
Yeah.
Half HP. He has the ejector right now. Can force there is no backup. Fade doesn't want to contest. Fade doesn't want to bite the bullet. But at the same time, you can see Win gets the clear on the XP side. Art is there as well. They are trying to find a pickoff as they are looking to suppress Mizo-san as much as possible.
Both the junglers will be able to get their level 4 though quite easily. No problems, but let's see who gets the first blood, because that will be a turning point, and of course Art is looking for something.
Win is there. No, Win is gonna be the target. It's gonna help with the heal coming through from the kit of Kalea. That's right. Sims are gonna be smiling for that one, but you can see me towards them. Nice terrified chains indeed just before the turtle, so advantage Zohunt.
They get it. One kill. But you know, it's a little bit what do you say? From that game of CEO where Zohunt did, obviously Dusty Mizo got the 3 kills in the early phase, but later on it just did not work out. Oh, win a lot of poking.
Làm gì cân người đua này một team gì.
Hyper level chứ không.
Legend got
Tiền
forced
rồi
it. But yeah, anyways, 2-4-0 into the board, and they're looking for more mid lane.
Oh, mid lane's gonna be the one that's under siege. Faden.
cái lớn nhiều anh bắt đầu à.
Zohunt are looking to.
Ta xem nói ship one sana bine competence delay rồi không ra. Phone nó sana hay tao anh sẽ gì
Any single team fight in their favor, the tides will turn around.
I love that you said, because you know Kalia second skill is matches the rhythm. But anyways, Kalia so far has been really late because of Surge of Life. The healing is there. Do they want to pick off? No. The problem is so that's one ultimate used up, but at the cost of life. So I feel like Mizo-san
score क्या ले यो जिक्र वो कहना जो वो ET कहना वो जे वो कोई जो हन का जे कहना ET 2 तो रहेगा जो हन 3 तो
माने
कहना जो हन जिन लेंगे वो
come back नहीं मैं MM ने छोड़ गई.
The target is going to be Fate. He realizes that gets out of
MM का Fate ना तो ET
माने
Yep.
The
fate of Eliminators lies in the
Pero
hands of
Fate
Fate.
chegai ra wa.
So he wants to make sure, you know, doesn't want to get caught out. Like
and
of course, he's on his Granger right now, so you know,
Kaya
much more
nung game
responsibility. He wants to prove that he is one of the top Granger players.
Bro wants to be the Granger main, like, but yeah, jokes aside though, the next herald is gonna be spawning in 4 minutes.
Kaya nung si game di duo si Ali na duo na naiga di si ET 4 ni hai.
But at the same time, Mizo-san is able to buy time. He flickers out.
No, he
doesn't, but still pays the price. He was just whoa.
Tas team yo na.
Yup.
Happening
here in the caster's desk, of course. These two teams keeping us on the edge of our seats at all times.
Da pili tadi duhan na fazawa da pi male ko.
But now seems like Art has some other plans.
Ya le ta di bauti phani hai do le ta de ka tang ta dong male ai thei tuo.
Nishan na khana ba.
Ai yo ji game than de.
Cái đâu rồi?
Game tuo de. Bada heni level dau tam ni koi tal le ne ya khana.
Ya lo.
Exactly, you know, and this is what I was talking about. They got
Nung may palo adre hai.
Early game, but is it going to be mattering because they have the team fight composition?
Adi di Zohunt game mong ka di mo ero billing ni ne kano amota.
Nati ali jo game do lore ta ek kampi ne base te kano brand lore ta ne block ne lo.
Ai Zohunt je khoi di aling da wai di fire ga di suno lo de da moi pa na. Kano ko ke do.
Puri kyo ne ai ki mo to ko ta tra sa ini kita ko. Koi ta tra ki mo manga ya kita ne ya ba.
Hoji kana na ling ma le ba de hen.
Ha?
Kana na ling ma le na ta ho.
Ta
Hoi ta tu ET na pu kim de do ti na.
2-0 to pu kim ne.
Adune ti na pu kim ne moina adu ET do ling ni adu na pu de ai di ta so ai di.
Fish crack, but yeah, he's able to escape.
Tatra to ling ne ba ro de kai do wai ling moi kai no pha but ET adu ET na ro pu gi 2-0 ti jo pu gi ai do adu ti ho.
Yeah. I never actually had the resemblance in my
mind.
Yeah,
aduna ta pa ET je Zohunt na hum ra pu di Zohunt je ling ne ba.
Zohunt na khang ning be tak taw e wa hana yam kan tha bo jang.
Oi moi practice ka taw ma ne adu si game di ET na ga ne ya kunam je ya. Fazai ne bit logical ti do fazai ne.
Sai ding ET ne nei ne khang pra ani jo game ja. Direct compete ne ba la ke direct mi PS te.
Ya moi MM kai no Moscow ko ma pai ba.
Natte ko enemy ne Moscow pa headed pa ga mana makai bot tower je main tre che lo no ba. Main tre alti to dogre ne ri to. Phai lo sala lo re.
Kai no ji Zohunt na Moscow pai na to.
Oh,
adu ne ji Moscow je fa am ta ai wa chi mo thabok si da ji kai ba comeback ki di Moscow ki kai ni na.
Bera ne to
Moscow ai ko te te de ne ko pa
ya ko mana ET 5 sai no ki do ba. Le ji ki de ai ju ho de gan ta ho de.
Ka sa ka lo ra. Nishan no ke no audro evil pha.
ai yawe ai yen han te
war zone tàu lấy đây mà nó trả PC game rồi nè
tàu quay war du hay te da tammi ne
Mr. May rồi cho lôi một lấy cắt đi rồi nó xíu
하나 보고 사
ha
완전 하나 이거 하나 지나오더나
cắt cái hay ta cắt cái
예 아주 땀먹어 예 땀먹어 해거든 또
mà này tôi thì cố có lên cắt cái này kia
đừng nghe lột thuốc tôi còn PC second chỉ lên nào bảo rồi
시기엠 이제 까나나 까니 하이브 감데 아니 뭐 잡디만 해 아니 예 아디 hojiki mitki fighter da kaino zohan jong phajare ba makai fighter iti phajara ma ki fighter zohan na phajare yo
sa da ma ji mo
sai
bi chi nong phajare yo
phajare dai on ni ne akoi iti na ga ro ne mo hai
mình tìm ra tự nhiên phán
iti na ga maya kaino mizu phudar ro ne no
cái đồ ai à ai gì tu không thấy ai coi ra này hello
này gần đây nó này ô gần đây này lên nó này
chui về thôi đi boost cái chui smart lại cái chẳng nhiều
adu granger na phana na kai wa ki heri choren le tari phata de ni
heri karang gam dam ni heri ni counter to ni adu mahi de le do mahi de le xem ha mahi de le
phasai nè
một lần mì
nó lâu rồi
tiếc phun lùi với nam bao gì đó
cái nói ai năng cái gì năng cái nói gì năng cái lại thà tôi gì cái nói nó kiếm đầu thì cái nói
apa boosting cái gì
cái nói boosting thằng này vô ba
đua thằng này
vì thu ra và đua si tha lại thầm cái nói bao nhiêu boosting thằng cái vô nó gì chứ cái
live tha đi nè lại à chỉ riêng sao đấy nhá bây giờ
bị riêng bạn
không có gì ngon
ai ngon gì cái phật ấy phật cái là phật là cái kiếm phật đấy mà đúng mới lấy đâu mà đấy mà
đấy thì quay áo tôi mà mình lâu cái tàu quay party mà lấy
ai chỉ phải chỉ做一定的phật đấy quá一定的有phật đấy phải
lại lột em nào ba à
Seems like Eliminators want to call it an end, and they are confident and rising high. They will take this Lord. It's 10 minutes in the game, but it's feeling like a long one already.
Nati. Amocha, cái nó khi quay đồ mà. Okay ba? Miracle đồ. Miracle ghi lại cho nên kita na hai ta awa. Quý chú đi cả phần này. Miracle ghi lại Chrono soy host tay nào vào đồ.
Khai
이 저것도 거 뭐야? 대체 코로 소리를 cái đối support tàu cái thì chơi nó 코로 소리 완전 미니에요.
cái đó comment hai của tôi đi start nè cái nó Peter với hack lên kia nè
một cái này mà cái expose không thấy gì
decent enough and we can take a look at Skyfier's stacks of fate right now.
I think he has around
kiaจะพูดดีกู
oh no 40 564 though.
Belix.
It's too good.
Game se quedó. Así por ti llega la gaino. Así ni siquiera.
I think it's going to be a Rose Gold brother.
Namata yung yang pajaman na handon eh.
Así. Ya, please no me. Hello. Ya, pajay.
906 KDA on this Granger. He is unstoppable. 80 savage, but he is a savage indeed. Eliminators makes the comeback. 3-3. We are going to a game number 7, folks.
Cái ET lâu thế này anh.
We knew it was
coming.
But it was
Score the 3-3 lại đấy. Cái nó biết sao biết nổi chuyện này rồi.
Game number 7.
Fajar này thì ít tin thua người mà.
Of course, Zohunt first one to get to the 3-pointers, but
Paramissel này bắt chán rồi, Paramissel thì mình.
Right now the score has been equalized, and this leads us to
final mà là
the history maker. Game number 7 is going to be
Kim mà nó có năm mà chắc khi bây giờ giếng nó ai tầm nào.
Eliminators and Zohunt try to figure it out right now. Was into the hands of Eliminators, but it's pretty clear the sides have been switched.
Seramungi footballer Seramungi alpha gidi nigo
Zoe zano kai drum no futu kai gino
Zohunt has been playing around his mistakes
Joy shiri hazare do ni dumai to have
maybe Prime is on the other side, but they are the
ones
ones
that are
live right now.
You wanna go nang game hana bai long live fadu ra kai da live fadu
Zohunt with 30k.
Hello Facebook tana si thai ra ba.
You love to make that Prime drink joke as well.
Hello hey.
I remember it very clearly.
Wait for it. I was gonna bring it out in the last final game. You kind of ruined it now. Oh my god, it was prime time the entire time, but not yet. But I got another one on my sleeve. No worries.
That's why I knew your sleeve is like very big. Mine one is just
Nang
small.
kini ko ay sleeve talaga yan.
You know what they say about people with big sleeves?
Mo yun pa rin.
Nah.
Siyam tinari ko ganyan ka sigli ng late game
Yeah, you got
Tumma ito. Lulu ko may lulu. Yeah,
we're wearing shirts. We're wearing shirts here.
Nang matagchat kiro.
Ay makasa kan pro ko pisa na.
He's got a bigger sleeve.
Yeah, there's
Okay,
yeah,
okay, so we're going literal meaning.
Mo yung plan ni jam tinungai je de ngin thina ka sala pujang re.
Double meaning, you know, but yeah. Okay, that's it then. But yeah, let's talk about the game, guys. Let's talk about the game. What I mean, what went wrong? Yes,
what went wrong was Ray said he has a short
See,
sleeve. But
namjan me ani
what
idri
went wrong
makadi.
in the game is the fact that Zohunt were waiting for another mistake from Eliminators. Just went completely wrong in the draft. As soon as he saw the chip against the Herod, then they were forced
Nah, here.
on a
Thank you.
best against Alpha. I mean, Suyo is good, but against an Alpha, he kind of gets countered. If the Alpha has that's what Alpha had. With that Faramis on top, ready to eat.
Hey.
Sanguno bada wah.
Kai no mata jiga bai da no nan bisa.
A different kind of cake right now.
Okay.
What? You've never had different kind of cake?
Gato ji ani sai da
It's a different kind of cake. But okay.
Yeah, one that can fill me because I'm really hungry. I'm pretty empty right now. But
Hello. Mo ga jadu lo ne immortal ko yaar.
That is losing his.
Okay, let's keep it at that. Let's keep it at that. You don't want us to get cancelled, right? Of course.
At least no, I mean cancelled over cake. What is this?
Nah,
this
not
is
by
insane.
Man, I'm trying to get me cancelled right now. I know.
Thinking about Kronos, man. I'm not thinking about
why.
Nah,
why? Because he's okay. I don't understand anymore. Yeah. Okay, let's talk about the game, guys. Come on, man. Let's stick to the game. Because once we start diverting, Ray takes us all the way to his Delulu land where we cannot come back anymore. So yeah. Talking about the game, Harris, of course, the chip pick was so good from Eliminators, and I mean the thing is, people have forgotten that himself is most probably.
The last game is no game though. No game, you know what?
Sometimes
global
as well, you can say. So games, Zohunt tried to out macro, but he cannot out macro a chip. On top of that, put on a Faramis as well. So all those engages coming in, just totally nullified by the round. And that's how Eliminators were able to win. Oh my god, his sets were so good. Escape right after the enemies use he goes in with that.
Fazare. Body solo yare.
Absolutely, and look at the gold and level difference between the gold leaders. Like Prime, his level is building towards the third. He doesn't even have the third recipe item. Is fully built. 06 level 14 and got one of the most expensive items. He was basically full building towards rose gold to make sure he does not get bursted out. So he's intense in this game. Look at that. 29,000 now. On the other hand, it's 38, just under 11 minutes. I feel like
the most Sicilian thing I don't know why.
And this time around they would
lang lore. Ay, please.
Except of course you tried to early game in mid phase. We did see some brawl. Trying to go for next.
it was Eliminators who were able
to
nutmeg. They were grabbing a little bit even above because they were ahead.
And once again, the same thing continues. Fredo was busy. No,
it's not that Fredo. I mean, I was paying attention to what he said, but it's just like it's so bad, man. This is so bad. Jokes.
Gimme.
When I cringe. He's even trying to pose right now. He's even trying to pose.
But
nonetheless, it's okay. He can be in Delulu land like you said. But you know who are not in Delulu land anymore? Eliminators after making that comeback possible. Eliminators are looking to take it all away, ladies and gentlemen, because we are in the days for what is the final game indeed. Game number 7 in this best of 7. Zohunt were 2-0. Eliminators made it 2-1. Zohunt made it 3-1. And then Eliminators made it 3-2. And then now they made it 3. On their side, they've cracked the now Zohunt. Let's see what can
Moscow this time.
Really
prioritized in the first few games, but this time around won't get their hands on it.
After 2 games, swapping them. From the last 2 games, Louis been there, main prominent band. So all of the mid side laners, and it's running into the draft has been falling in a little bit short. Without these heroes, they if they do not remedy that mistake, I think it's the one who's they have to take the
definitely Serrar Moon from Eliminators likes them the most, right? Seems like the first 3 games he was just before we lock in.
Okay.
Does it change anything? Because
game was some channel money that has been out there.
The jawhead again.
Complete verification has loading.
Look at that. The refusal of picking up Sicilian from the hands of Zohunt.
Asigi Kalea di kaino, si Kalea di kat ba.
Ano wala? Sungdon asuma ko ay pa 3 the 0 the game mo mo.
Ay di
Braga no ni wo. Kare. Last kill team kita tama mi yung team. Amana.
Ay mi amachan duro pa.
Singapore pito. Last kill dan Singapore.
Magic kamay to, magic tanky oy bro kamay to. Yadi tanky amo last kill jawa. adu di hill jawa di fatta
jawa team hill
pito ni. Very high contested. They don't want it in the hands of Prime, so Fate gets it. He's been doing quite well. Fovius is good in the front line.
Kay no mo grand panel lo di bolo am di ja.
Like the brilliant pickup of the jaw.
3-3 ne game de taru sure sa 3-3 ne ja. Adu di fatta do game ja.
They need someone to stop them. They need a Tigreal right now.
ID Zohan do nopte, Eliminators do nopte. ID Eliminator di car ni lai si de. Adu draft si yung roga di Zohan ju khadai ko. Si draft se Zohan ju phagi di na te ID Joy phang bai Joy je phagi na te na.
Joy ti kalle tu Joy kan de lore.
Joy je yani ngam de Joy je phagi ye ro na te ba sina. ID Ranger ju counter ngam ko ma ja.
Someone maybe a Beatrix in the gold lane
right now. Ju counter ta une Joy na kan la de.
Mana counter Fovius su counter to ko mana Joy na. Mati magi full kaino full bit to ta ga jum counter to ya Joy.
Full bit ki wan te mon dark to ju ya ne mara mara dum ji ka thu ta.
Adu ne ha des to ba Fovius to dum kaino to ba adu ne Fovius moi akhoi iti na pai ji ga Joy na ju counter to hero ne adu but yeng
adu ai ha je kaino iti gi haya bu sa kan ta de Joy je counter to ba kan haya bu sa no.
Mane. ado Hayabusa ji BN wa Hayabusa ji BN nang
kai pa da du ne kalli
ida pedin ba di fazani ko
ado sida
Tadi
keno lai ko
mana si Pedrin pai bai je Pedrin pai ta badang sa na kani ba sigi haro wo ke liya jiga
ado ina kan ba si keno pai de siyo pai de bro siyo pai de
That's the issue, yeah.
siyo ali sana ba ye siyo ali sana ba
ato pa hyper letre suyo ga Pedrin na ta na
ado ni ma link pai du mga ina ta
ling diwani si game je
Once the lock-in is done,
adu kan alpha du wa ai asi ai jo ai kai ba si keno Julian jai
once that's pretty insane, but let's see.
ali game je me si awa san dum phati pa
Clint or a
adu ai draft si ai Zohunt tadi khara phaja ma le ko
ai ju male hai jine asigi keno ji Julian ji second skill to ga na thuk na ma kita ne yo je khang ta se
ai di Julian skill sexual bra phar ta di ne ba
mane adu asigi keno je sigi ke liya be ro je keno ne bera ne sung jolak to ne du thagal pu do ne o mi
oi adu badang Julian je badang le kem to ngom da ne
chaga no do je do ne
draft ka tan keno
keno ne hele Zohunt na di phaja
di
ji
draft compare to ya da mi ko draft ka tan keno na di phaja ba ma le keno sa ro me Zohunt na je
phaja
Guys, this one. That's a classic.
ngasai ko di ado khang de late game gi ha de mu bit jong kala de progressor ga bit ke yaw ne phaja do ne mo
nang na phana ai keno mai nang na phana le game mo joy ne ba joy da di si silen ga ngam da ne ha
tat pare do
de silen ga granger ga ke ngam bat ma na joy floyd ga di khang ko
joy je asida
team jo hai
bane he bane joy kitang sai na do ji joy he mangai sai na do ji khara
adu aina haidu Beatrix ma di daka ta de ba Beatrix ai heroine ha le ai no ye phar ta du je moi gi 80 de phar ta du badang ga joy ga asi kai kalia ai ba kalia hero je asi ga je phar ta du
ye physics ke problem le de ma de de asi gi badang ke liya joy ji ne moi ta do ji
oi oi kalia badang ji phar ne ba tai je
badang tan si san ne kai si
adu ye nga je ai ai iti na ka ni oi ku ni go na ni ma la ni let's go
in the game along with Granger as well. So it basically
kasai ma to karam tar ga de ba iti ni karam ne
on the other hand, Johan
needs
to mark only
yes
one
ana
person.
e football ha de
You can mark the Beatrix as well, but your main target is
na
going to be
e football ka no e tim yeng ra
on the other hand, we have Mrs. on into a roaming position. Win again on that's of course clear.
nade pusting biri mana me sai ja de skin na rabi aune ga jale daga skin taniya kai ga yaw ne na
here and there, especially I feel like Fate
chani kai ai gi
ai
kai ba
also their
ai
main
football
target
ha na ta
for the hands from
Ha.
Zohunt.
ran tha na ba na ta ba
sanara me hujik di sanadri retire tawre ai mobile legend ga PUBG am ka sanare
ai e football ge tim tha ke ai
ya bin ne 50000 rupees ya
kai no si first class ki do ne 1 lakh mu hai da
na 50000 je adu under doki winner do amoja under doki winner ga asigi 50000 ni munna do ne ba kida fara kuduga wiki ne ba final na do je
kana ba
ada wiki keno do impurity ga
just heard him. It's the chef.
impurity si kana kanguno
Thank you for being here because of course this is gonna be the final game and of course
pero si panela do
Jeremy on the casting desk giving you those analysis
asina top dogs ne ba
South
under doki final ngarang ka ure ba lo re ba
this game around lot of primary targets for both ends. I love the purifies from Bid as well as Fate. They are paying respect to, of course, Kalia and Badang don't want to get caught out. But Faden already into that early game against Sicilian, and that's what he needs to do. Make sure the Sicilian is zoned out, Fredo.
If they leave this Beatrix unchecked though, I'm pretty sure.
Oh my goodness, Art is forced to flicker out already titled
Slam
win. As you can see, that is not what Art is supposed to be doing right now. Because the way that it's going, Zohunt definitely have the upper hand. Bid forced to recall and cancelled as well.
khang de play style de
So good.
noi mutari kai drop chi kana
ai jo na pa jai lai mo ji game ji
It's looking spicy.
ai de adum Johan je adum phajai bo it is phajai but ai de Johan na ka tang ye le
It's going to be really depending on Prime right now for Zohunt. Because
MLBB games ATL hang bra
it will depend on, of course,
ATL hang ba
early game. But I feel like
아주 이리텔
It's not possible because you cannot go in because they have a jaw head. The ejector will definitely be there if he tries to.
Nanti nanti kenogi sogi battery club yung kagu
It will depend a lot more on Prime.
뭐냐 이리텔 넣으면 뭐가 yung 파서드니 다.
Is that Phobius against the
뭐냐 이리텔 넣으면 다 강하고도 뭐 이거 이리텔 넣으면 다 yung 파서드.
triggers a lot of the
야예
of course the passive from Legend, which is the Phobius, and I feel like we need to take that into counter because if it gives out too many bongs to the hands of Phobius, it's pushing out damage and of course sustain out too much for them to handle. So they need to be aware of it. Look at that, he engages up.
Infernal Pursuit comes through. Win
As-
is
as-
there
as-
as well. He
Joseki-
takes him down low. He
Joseki
goes
right
for
here.
title strike. Tsunami Slam.
진짜 달리 가 원하는 것만이 그 들어온 파티
From Faden, but at the same time, you can see
Ama jo, asa si yung to upalit yung ama jo.
조언는 가면 시파지 조언는 가면 뭐 하이퍼지 주시 파지 조언는 파자래.
Nanti mi kenodo hajiki Julian do skill ket sini ada judro.
As well as Legend.
시파지
And now
조언는
Prime trying to
파자래.
run away. Art right now caught in no man's land. He has the smart missile.
But
No
I
ejector
think
break.
이기는 거
He
보지.
Mizo
뭐
has the
하이퍼 시드요.
electrifying
원
beats.
자이버
Wanna
시드요.
commit yet. They don't get that kill. 2 for 2 trade.
아,
Turtle
뭐이
and
뭐 조이 다도 이제
Mizo
파자 되네
have
뭐.
missed out.
생각
I think
조이
that's
이제
because
나오래 오네 하고.
That's the Mizo.
Haji 그 하이퍼 수역 유소다 그래 조이 그 다리 손다 들지.
Fighting, he's so hungry.
아주네 조이 카땅 팔다.
Of course,
조이 다도
you
이제.
say you need to save your hunger for later on.
조이 다도 그냥 하야고 몸로 하고 덤네요.
거의 하야 거의 헤리츠가 있고 헤리츠가 봐.
근데 헤리는 버디 카운터 또 왜줘이지.
아주 헤리츠 용실 그래 한다고 말해. 데미스 실러가 한다고 말해.
한다다 야 되다 카운터는 잘리 야 돼요.
가이바? 데니가 이거.
Lagi mo ba PSK도.
It's putting him in a difficult position now, and that's why you can see that Zohunt have a better draft right now.
또 뭐에
야,
대하여.
이런 게 시열래. 아주 아이 제가 이번에.
Better what
Nang
you have
ling
to
ni
say.
hu
It's
nang ni
free right
double
now.
yung booster ani ni.
It is definitely 2-3. Oh, who's getting
Sige.
caught?
빠져있냐.
Oh, he
Paday,
gets
paday,
him
paday.
with
Dito paday,
that
di paday.
death Sonata. Mizo-san goes down.
Revenge kill immediately.
뭐 이게
Full on
골을
revenge
말을
for
잘래 봐.
Tapsa in
골
one.
킬을
3 for
말을
3
잘래.
score, 3 to 3
Em
on
cái
the
đó không phải sao.
main score as well. Pretty interesting. Oh, Art, does he want to commit? No. Window, I feel like Win. I feel like Win should perhaps take down Sararamon. I feel like since
That's
Art
good.
has
That's
the
good.
illusion, but of
Di
course
ko
at the
daw
same time that
may kid
wave does give him the immunity, so maybe that's a bad decision as well. So when this time around, he's caught in a pickle. He can go for Fate to make sure the Purify is baited out for Mizo-san to
아시기
land those
빗기게
hits.
뒤에
I feel
파자.
like
알리에스
that
많이
is the
파자 봐.
best
실리는 하자.
possible
또 배로
decision for
줘야 돼.
them to make.
맞아.
Let's see if they
알리겐
can.
좀 배로 때요.
It's gonna be a bone of
Ali the
contention
one,
because the
zero to
turtle's
one,
gonna be
Fazara,
picking up, and it's already there. And Turtle Soup, it's looking delicious for both teams. Let's see who gets it. Joy was the first one to get it. So Ramon already starting it right now.
Yeah.
Let's see, Mizo-san, can he find the angle?
Yeah, he's looking for it though. You can see Sand Claus misses out.
상단은 또 어디 쫑근데.
이게 다르지 그래도 대박.
When RWM comes through,
I hide the I Zohunt the favor to hide it
Legend
He
goes
does
through, finds himself a double kill.
맞아.
시기 다르지 얘도 파게 조한다는 favor to 얘도 파게 또 막.
Double kill on hands.
I hide the hole
and he's controlling the game so well with this
시기 시대 골 그랩 아마 레이지 시기 마카이 그랩.
Backliners are still alive.
이제 다소 상관이라 맞지다.
뭐 시기 마카이 그랩 데이 마 스틱 로라 그래. 그는 가장 파자게 와나 아두네 하게 또.
Theft orange indeed.
GTO.
Nice one there.
가이데. 아두
Nice one there. And
시기에
look at some
레이도
towers as well. And another GTT.
너 레겐
Tower
따라가니
as well happening.
알리겐 뛰지 와니 뭐.
A lot of stuff
Boy,
going in
drops
the
it, drops
favor
it,
of
drops
Zohunt
it.
right now. And
Oh, another column in the
Eliminators
year.
don't seem to be getting anything on the map.
Drops
So,
it,
Look at Mizo-san.
Sicilian stake people hole. So
of
badang
course,
position mo.
Mizo-san, great positioning, but will he get the backup?
뭐이
Or mid lane.
시파 지금 건머니 원하는 시파 지원하는 건머니 시파 지원 야로 시파 지원
시발기는 뒤 시기임 와니 지금 와니 뛰 와니.
Baiting out the Purify.
Win.
아저씨 얘네 지금 봐
Win solo. He's
예
with
에
the title strike. That is
우리 투가 이루어지기도 해 What the
But you can see at the same
fuck
time Art has the ejector, wants to commit, and you can see the enhanced.
야, 또 깹떡 검대요. 깹떡 검대 줘 들어자.
Trying to go for the electrifying beats. Fate
야
has the
뭐
damage,
어디도 가만히
and
있노
Dusty has to
What the
respect it.
fuck
Ai ta sheng ne khambra siumba yok pa da sa we heroin pa haning nge sigi Julian pai mo ta.
I feel like in all of those games, Win has been caught in a lot of
Ai di sisi mo ya me ba.
It was the most.
Hey, na hari po mo joy
escape.
thado ye katan
Oh,
soy ko mo ta.
okay.
Joy thado.
Joy diwani.
Animation matrix goes in for the
Hari
anti-hero,
suyo
and of
ko mo
course
thado
that
man yung
extra
fight na
8%
joy
damage
ye
base
san naman fight na.
against the high HP base, which is the art as well as legend as well. Even Soraramon because
Tashin na
he's
Joy
not
Joy
considered
Joy
so
Joy
that
phá ra
does
mi yau
make
ti
him
mo ji tashin na.
weak to the
Yao
passive
hoy
play,
kaino
but let's see.
Phobius
Four members
ki
into the
skill
mid
jaw
phase
ke
from the
ta
hands of
tam
Zohunt,
ban ri
the
pa.
third turtle, 2 into the hands of so far Zohunt,
Pazara.
but okay, let's see.
I feel like they need to
Hoy
focus
Cecilia
now
bi am
on
halak kan ya ba joy ga kaino na.
Fazai.
Yeah, they go with
He
ejector
did-
on the
Ting.
unstoppable force, but Benestrates comes
Lang
through.
Rimawan.
Hard case
Ting,
price,
ting.
RWM drops down,
Wait,
Legend
Fazai.
goes through with the infernal
Fazai.
punch,
Fazai,
but
ML
so
Fazai.
activate, he catches the back
Tatal dia
down,
masih
and
ada
Prime
low
is down
leh.
and out as Dusty gets his hands on the turtle. 2-for-1 trade as a Fate makes the rotation.
Yeah,
Fight it, but
Finally, it happens.
Ay, napadal- ay,
Finally, it's
napadal-
happening,
napadal-
Ray. It's happening.
Joan na mami go di fight to.
He goes
Mid
through,
lane?
electrifying beats.
Joan
Around
yun,
Moon
Arabi,
and
ganun,
Sword to get on a
practice
hard
tayo
way.
bitaw,
Dusty
As.
wants that
Nah.
kill. He finds the rhythm. He gets
Upay le
that
do
Ay,
boost.
Joy
ay,
ku kan nam tawe ba ji ya de ni.
Towards mid, but meanwhile,
Nate joy
Dockside,
ko na mate joy
Fate
phabi na ba hero yaudre.
using the
Kisi am
Rhapsody
ta chaw ko mam ta yaudre.
kite away.
Joy chau gu ma yaw ma de ong ko nuai ni
Under
sigem.
siege, unstoppable
Hoy,
force
sigo
on
ko
towards
ta yaw-
Fate and
Nate,
Legend should
Nate,
go
Fazai,
through
Fazai,
the
Fazai.
pursuit. They finally get
Ado
the
se Joy nyong ko Joy nyong ko se Joy nyong ko se.
Art wants to come
Joy
in
la har ka
towards
ni se.
Angel-san, but not just yet. Infernal pursuit continues from Legend, but
So
Dusty
kai do do no ba si kai do do no.
Purify de purify de si yan ni purify.
Upay so le ti upay so le ti. Ha ni ngai mi yaw ti.
electrifying beats and now
Nang
gets
purify
on
de
a
purify
hard
so le
way
ti
quite
si girl that
easily.
ay
So
mo de.
2K goal lead, trying to pull out an upset against the
Jungle yaad
Eliminators.
रहे ने ये कर ले
7-11
Jungle
score.
Jungle
And you know,
Drop ta ni
Just
drop ta ni
Just
si jungle
Mizo
gap
gets
wan te.
that 2
Jungle
kills in the
Jungle
early
Jungle
game.
Jungle
It's gonna
Jungle
be
Jungle
this
Jungle
could be
Jungle
a zone
Jungle
game, and so
Jungle
far it's
Jungle
not really
Jungle
early
Jungle
game right now.
Jungle
We're gonna be
Jungle
moving to
Jungle
mid
Jungle
phase, but it's
Jungle
pretty
Jungle
clear he's not gonna be taken down anytime
Drop
soon.
the
Asi joy
Or I might have
Joy
cursed it,
super
Jinx, sorry, but
fight
404 into
Chema
hands
ai
of
si
Dusty.
Julian je ke kana bo khong goi mi.
360 stacks, that is good amount.
Late game
they're
game
already
na
mid
te
lane.
तो यो मरीने
At the same time, Tsunami Slam expended. A Legend goes
Ta
down.
sing na
Arthur
no.
with the
Late game
unstoppable
na
force, gets the ejector onto
Uh,
his
bit
wing.
color ka ba ma bit color ka ba ma na te
Yung
pa.
mga daw yung Julian
He goes through. He
Usu
hit
tari
that
ahum tari
electrifying
tama hali
beat.
ni
He
ahum
catches
madu tari
Fate,
tuda.
and now Art goes down. Faden is down and out as well. 5-1-6 in the hands of Faden. Oh my goodness.
Ay dum
How
khawde
are
hay
they
ni joy
doing
dum joy
this?
phabi na ba yaudre
The
na
entire
ta.
time, Dusty
नहीं
is just
वो नो
trying to
फिकर
cast
पूरा
the
मरे
back
कितना
line.
ये तो जी नहीं
And
आवा
who's
you know
gonna
कार्य
stop him?
कापड़ीना
Group na ma
His
Liquor
name may
pool
be
na
Dusty,
pool
but
ya
he's
ya
the
dai na
one
tam.
sweeping
Joy
Eliminators
gine
under the
go
rug
hero
for
ma
how
yaudre.
completely dominating the game 7-4.
Joy da ma to na ba hero ma yaudre. Dele ko ma yaudre.
Dusty Mizo 504 indicating
Chao
he can
yaudre
get
ko le
lower
yaudre chao
easily.
yaudre.
And
Joy
Fredo,
chi da ka ma na
does
ma
this
to
mean
na khalo
that Eliminators
Joy ti thai
still
lai
has
ba
a
ni na
chance
thop
to
da lai ni
bounce
second skill
back?
to ko ni loi.
Or this does look like a
Adune
zone
lower
game.
dum joy na ka ma na ma
Well,
to.
it's looking
Chao
so
yau
hard
chao
right
ko mo
now.
di am chi da ngam ni.
Ta sing na kano jo phe chi ju asi je kano Moscow mo pa ma di pha ba du na te jigar jari lai lai no si ni joy ni.
Hoi 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 hoi.
Of course,
Heri ko ma ba ba ni ko.
Mizo-san win, but
Heri ko ba
Dusty
jo
and
karo ko
Fade,
Moscow
they're
ko mana
getting
kitang
left
ya
on
ba de
check
ba.
a lot,
Na
and
te ya da.
Well,
do
yeah,
remember that Dusty
yeah,
didn't dive in once,
yeah,
right?
I do
And it's
stand there
happening
with
once
them.
again. And it's happening once
Take
again.
a squad
And
up, right?
there's
ET
nothing
ka
that
karo ka
Eliminators
zone
can
ka.
do about it. Their drop does not
Yo,
allow
asi
them
ka
to
do de
attack.
yo.
Look at that. No, title
Asi ka do de no. Lower to.
Moon and hand sword, but Dusty Mizo goes once
Tayo
again.
ng TN
He's
yun.
up
That's
to
all saying
no
ganyan. That's all saying
way.
ganyan. Lower to.
Gets himself a monster kill and he gets out of harm's way. The electrifying beats does the damage as the Lord is marching to the
Pare
top
te si
side.
drop na drop.
Hunt are pulling up in the final game of the grand finals of the top dogs in the Northeast Underdog Tournament.
Madara walks in from the top lane. There's a concealed play. We might
As
engage, but
ting to the.
Yeah, you can see they come through.
Sagada
Art,
rin.
Ay,
down.
hindi.
Art is in no man's
Hindi
land.
drop
He'll
it,
have to
man.
pay the
Hindi
price.
drop
He's
it,
able to
Game
get
the
out
game.
by ever so
Drop
slightly.
it.
Drop it,
Fade
drop it,
has the
game the
reign.
game.
The back impacts are coming through right now.
Badang tigre, hoy,
It is a
dual
late
pa na
game
ba badang
proposition
ay
from
badang
Eliminators.
tigre.
They're down by 6K
Badang
in
Talia
gold.
tigre.
Will
Talia
that
tigre
be
sabi
enough
yan,
for
man.
Zohunt
Ya
to
ba
take
ya.
it
Ado
away?
ya. Sa iya da ba de ba na.
we'll have to wait. We'll have to
Ah,
wait.
Talia
Joy ba
tigre.
ko din
So,
ay
I think they do.
Ta sing na batang yet pa na enjoy da roi bi.
Mizo is on a different
badang suyo do
frequency. His
ni
rhythm
suyo
is
to.
unmatched.
Ado na je
Eliminators
ti
do
ye le
not
batang
have
ro je.
any kind of
Wait, hero hum pige Kalia ji pige Joju pige kano pige.
Adore Moscow ben tau ke bena drop to ke no ni
Is finding engage, but you can see at the same time.
Pilot,
they get the
pilot,
damage on drain. 3 only only for Dusty.
Yeah, hyper game
Zohunt now on the hunt
Dia
indeed.
tu sorry kala mal.
Mizozan with prime.
Hai hyper ke diye jo.
Faden
Share bang
can
ke
drop
kana
down
roi
the
ba hero.
RWM at any point. He
Ai
has
pai
the
ni
flicker
dam.
forward already, but Fate has the
Hero
damage.
ka
Tsunada
ko
can get
mai
that
hero
kill.
ne dia
He
mo
doesn't
gi
come
ta
in just yet. Fate right now.
Enemy ke CC me am stand da ma sigi Julian pa ka du na habni.
Eliminators take 3
mo
just to
da
get 1 out of
Any
Dusty
time they
Mizo.
do top kiram de bisawa tam. Do
What do you think? Was it worth it? Because committing 3 for just one guy.
Ke ba?
Well, it
Very important
depends
guy.
on
Ali do
what-
do in Thanagre ba to
Yeah,
pa na
the
do
most
in
important
Thanagre
guy,
ba.
actually, you know, the one with the most bounty right now. So, I think it's
do in
not.
Thanagre ba Ali do ya.
I mean, if it was at least, you know, just 2 down, I think it was.
Asi
worth
pa
it. 3 down
asi pa
was
ba dai di
worth
na.
it.
Ta ba asi pa ba
But I
dai di
still
ke no
feel
pa
like, you know,
daw
the
yang
fact
no
that
Pedrin
Bit
pa daw
and
yang no
Fate were
phe.
the ones who were alive, it makes it worth it a little
Hoy
bit
hoy
more
Pedrin no
because
pa.
these
Ado
people, they were able to get a lot
ta
of
mo
farm
ta
out
do
of
in
that.
suta ta do ta na sai
And
si dal ta do de
yeah, I think I need to take a look at the items to understand, you know, where Bit and Fate
I
are
just
right
Pedrin
now.
do farm
These
farm
guys,
would
they
do it
stack up. So look at that.
cái nó là buff là
The
cái này.
winter
Lai, lai,
rounds
lai.
being bought, of course, because Talia will be jumping in.
Xem nào,
there.
chị nghĩ-
tháo lúc đâu.
Ta seng na sustain khara oi bam pai game da phe me si pa am du chopu de.
As well as I mean, Mizozan and Win, they have
Ali
basically the
Julian
same
di Ali kalau bin
itemization
ma kai ka
until the
na
third
ta.
slot. They were in sync, but no
Julian
longer
di
sync. But
Ali
oh, look at
ne
Ta
that.
ta mana ta seng na mana load kum ba tatal kum ba ta ka test ong ni ba hero oi ta ke no pa ya.
Slow
He's trying to catch them. Winter Crown comes through.
Slow
He's trying to
slow
stop
slow
it. Dusty Mizo pulls away. Fate and lets it down now. Traded for Mizo-san. And here comes the rest of the cavalry. Zohunt.
Ta seng na ne ka no na mana retri gum ba ge dum gi tong ning ta ga je akai gum pa ma na phe ba mu.
ai na khalam ni na moi na do yi thadu ni ta de hoi hoi Pedrin gum ba la ta.
Mara is definitely going to help them end this
Sau
game
pai
right
bai
now.
bai na ta.
And they have the opportunity
Well,
considering the
yeah,
top
yeah.
lane inhibitor basically doesn't have an HP left. It's
Sicilian
standing
pitch,
and the
then for
thin
the- but-
thread. It's gonna
Well,
get snapped away.
yeah,
And
yeah.
once
Sicilian
Madara
pitch hoy
is
di kanon
inside,
joy ni
there's
di
no
kan ga di
weaknesses
pa le ro
anymore,
si di tum.
unless Eliminator
Masa
able
ta.
to divert the Madara into the mid lane,
Ai
try to
da to
just
da
spy out a little bit
Moi
more.
gi
I
asigi
Zohunt
kelia yaw re
Zohunt
batang yaw
this could
re
be a
dum
fine
purify bet
but
tong
at
no
the
ma am
same
yaw
time,
re
at
na
the
si
same
pot
time, I
ja.
feel like Eliminator
Zo ju pra free
is
chale.
willing to go other mod is to perhaps
Sicilian
defend out this
defender
lord at
too.
any cost as long as
Because di
Granger
do si kelia
as
chung
well
chal
as
ko da tak thang do ke hero ni na. Badang ni ko do.
Ai ya
They are
ai
willing
ko
to throw
ko
bodies,
ni
but
ni
look at
defend
that.
lam je purify wele.
Na adu ni ne dung sa ji gi.
Tsunami Slam not yet committed. Fate find a kill.
Kami ni
Fate
purify
find
wele.
one for himself. 3-3-4.
Ni
Zerarmon
purify.
secures the Holy Crystal.
Do
Now the
ko
pick-off
man
is not
purify ko
available
din.
for Zohunt, so the good defense could be possible for
tayo.
Eliminators, but nobody's going to be able to stop Dusty Mizo because he can go in with the rhythm.
Yung una
Electrifying
yung
beats
yung
unlocked
churo
an
yung
answer to get
tawid.
on
Sila
hard.
eh.
Art is just around it. He has the ejector.
Na to
He
ka, na
wants
to
to
ka.
commit.
Hindi,
And right
yung
now,
pag-
Dusty
yung
Mizo,
na.
he jokes, he
Pag-
bobs, he
nang tawo,
weaves.
medyo kau
He
ya
makes
daw.
it out of Eliminators' base right under their
Ini ni
noses.
purify wele na ito sumu dia.
My goodness.
So tayo siya.
I mean, look at this guy, okay? He says he cannot play assassins, but the ones he plays,
Liar.
he's a
Actually,
goddamn
parang
liar.
marisima game
Oh
siya
my
ng
God,
niya.
unstoppable force right now on towards Mizo-san. He uses the fist break to get out of harm's way.
Ado ma kaya na zawal
You know
mo
what, guys?
But
I'm
Heri
gonna tell
kinuha
you,
kinuha
it's
niyo
not
ko.
the fact
Heri
that
nuwa
they
ga do
have
me
an
zo ju
assassin,
kong
it's
to
the
do
fact
ro ni
that
no.
nobody's there to
Ado
stop
ka mo
them.
Heri
Apart
sabi
from
na
the
magyaw di mo
ejector,
hero
there
na
is
ulo.
no
Yep.
CC
Purify po gud
to
dalo
stop down this joy. All
Ah,
I can
hoy,
think of
hoy,
right
hoy.
now is that meme. Who's gonna stop me though? Like I Show Speed says, because that's
Ado
where
Heri
Dusty
chiro
has
mo ko
it.
kaya de kawai na.
Ah. Moscow kita ni heri wai je na atopa di wadi.
Exactly.
Man.
Ado ni ma'am Ajimi je
And
mo
yeah,
ko mo to
this is
Heri
the
pa
good
ire.
news.
Asa
This
as
is the pull-out.
Hazare.
Loy,
Loy, loy,
Maning
loy.
dia,
Maning dia joy joy.
Loy,
And now they're looking for Ben.
Loy, loy.
Three down, left standing. Art should go down as well, but here
Art
comes the
kanya
ejector. He
sige,
should be able to get faded.
Loy,
Yes,
loy,
he
again, loy.
does. No minions, it's only one way
Loy,
with
Julian,
with
Loy,
Dusty Mizo in
Loy,
prime.
Thaza de,
Someone
boy, de,
has
thaza
that
de.
sword, but he gets chained.
Kaya naman
Loy,
si
loy.
Ubay. Oh!
GG.
Are your champions of the
You
top
guys, drop
dogs
it.
in
Drop
the
that,
Northeast
drop that,
Underdog
drop.
Tournament of War Drum Games.
Iti drop sa debo. Hyper game na tiyan mag-game na drop sa debo. Drop sa debo.
And become the
Drop game, drop game.
take away
Drop
the
the link, drop- drop the
50,000 from the
original
hands of Eliminators. Zofate Rise and one
Hazard,
I know one
good.
dude is definitely happy. Volty,
Oh my
and
God.
of course I'm as well.
Eh, drop sa ngam gray. What
Zofate
the
Rise,
fuck?
Zofate Rise. It does happen this time around. They won't be runners-up. They will be champions. They will
Game
taste
game
the trophy. Of course, there's no trophy, but of course, they'll taste the money. And now, of course, it's going to be Eliminators. But yeah, if you think about it, Eliminators last season, They were 8th in the, in the table. But this time around, they bounced back. They get the runners up. It's still a progress for them.
Absolutely.
But in the end, they did lose it out. So yeah, things did not go, their way this time around. Of course, they did try their best. Sarah Moon tried his best, but let's not forget that enhanced kite. Or should you enhanced chain actually? Yeah. Good stuff tonight. Both the teams that gave their best.
I absolutely think this game 7 was definitely the most crucial one. Eliminators did not come in short, it's just that I feel like had the better drop. It was missing in one previous game, of course. In a lot of the games, Zohunt were on that losing end of the drop, right? And it was pretty obvious they were able to win out the first 2 games on this mistake, but after that, Eliminators were obviously able to bounce back from that. 2-1 this color 3-3 right now. But still, Eliminators, of course, they're also champions for all of their fans, and it was definitely a really great experience, honestly. This game 7 was a really good way to end. And it's not just I'm biased towards Zohunt. It's really nice to see them because they were previous season, they were runners up. They were very close. But this time around, they are able to do it. Pushing to game number 7, and they get the win as well. This is really good story for them because, and I hope they can continue to write more stories. Of course, being the top team from Mizoram, and of course, waving a new story, being the top team in top.
소리키도 미조나 가게 이가에 우투.
그런 것 같네 해봐. 비르파가 또 부할래잖아. 미스터면 저.
Hoi kaliyag ke yauduna eras kita tawe hamne nenendo.
Hey, kano to ni direct tungzalaga no apirena. Adu puthogidone aba mije.
Yes fuck ne adude. Do herit gumo am ta demo askara thaiba yada.
Adune.
Adu herit oi wa bu sai da. Moi draft de hojiki joy do free hit phang ne ma.
Although but I am play okay guys battery health so no loy mo practice chak sala ja I phone da body practice taw ho ya re ba bra tim like te ba bro nai thoni ngai tim like ta bai ne practice taw tu bro tim ngai bi like ni brother even though one pa ne ke ya pa na ya pai one na body kam tar body ya ba ne ke ya to ta jo one
Kariado ji 1-1 ya 1-1 do nang joy do kayo no joy phabi na ba hero yaudre joy nati ai hoji ai tasing na hoji game do kalia na sana dia man san joy ga badang ai ke na sana greba joy na sana greba game ali game do joy na sana greba late di moi beatrix ke loi yaw ai tana ali game do joy phabi na da yaw dam na joy na sana greba ali do na ni
joy na nai le game de
mane joy na ni joy do joy ka sa dom do fa moi ka abia joy do ka ta sa ta
bro yo
adu joy ta do but counter am pa am ta di ko
ai am pa ma sa ni
Valerie kumbam tang pa am ta jong kau thok pa ko to pa han wai na adu jom ta pa joy tu na ju pa joy to ta na phang dam ya dam ya joy to ko am chang ngai ta hoi joy to na phang ni phang ya but ko am chang ngai hao wa khan yam tha lo ya dam ya joy to phang ge de ado bas ta di de ya mai ka ai na ji min ju na kan ge tartaras 02 da pura mi ju na kan ge do an ka fuck ta
hey ha adu art ke play du mai ta kha phase joy du ha joy na nai gre badar ji game du ta se
kai de play ti phase yo ji do 3 le ba kai one sided oi du jo pha ram yo phadi phase play loi ma bit to ban thane 102 ne aliye salam yo session du
पे थो जे बदर उपाय लेती पे थो परतन
तन होजरी को छरा अल्फा फम दो के बा अदो ꯀꯩꯅꯣꯗꯣ ꯁꯦꯔꯥꯔꯃꯨꯟꯗꯣ ꯑꯜꯐꯥ ꯐꯪꯍꯧꯗ꯭ꯔꯕ ꯑꯩ ꯎꯍꯧꯗ꯭ꯔꯦꯕ ꯁꯦꯔꯥꯔꯃꯨꯟꯗꯣ ꯑꯜꯐꯥ ꯐꯖꯕꯅꯦ ꯃꯥꯏ ꯑꯜꯐꯥ ꯌꯥꯝ
ꯑꯜꯐꯥ ꯉꯁꯥꯏ ꯄꯥꯏꯈꯤꯕꯅꯦ
ꯍꯣꯏ ꯃꯥ ꯐꯦꯗ꯭ꯔꯤꯟꯗꯣ ꯂꯣꯏ ꯐꯖꯕꯅꯦ ꯃꯥ ꯐꯦꯗ꯭ꯔꯤꯟ ꯄꯥꯏꯔꯛꯇ꯭ꯔꯦꯅꯦ ꯐꯦꯗ꯭ꯔꯤꯟ ꯅꯠꯇ꯭ꯔ ꯑꯜꯐꯥꯒꯨꯝꯕ ꯐꯖꯕꯅꯤ ꯃꯥ ꯍꯌꯥꯕꯨꯁꯥꯗꯨꯕꯨꯗꯤ ꯕꯦꯟ ꯇꯧꯈ꯭ꯔꯦ ꯑꯗꯨ ꯐꯦꯗ꯭ꯔꯤꯟ ꯄꯥꯏꯔꯝꯃꯗꯤ ꯃꯣꯆꯥꯅ ꯍꯥꯏꯗꯣ ꯀꯥꯕꯗꯤ ꯌꯥꯕꯗꯤ ꯌꯥꯏꯀꯣ
ꯑꯗꯨꯅꯦ ꯍꯥꯏꯁꯦ ꯐꯦꯗ꯭ꯔꯤꯟ ꯌꯥꯎꯔꯝꯃꯗꯤ ꯈꯤꯇꯪ ꯁ꯭ꯇꯟꯁꯨ ꯌꯥꯎꯋꯤꯗꯅ ꯇꯣꯟꯗꯣ ꯎꯄꯥꯏ ꯂꯩꯇꯦ ꯃꯥꯅꯗꯤ ꯇ꯭ꯔꯤꯒꯤ ꯇꯁꯦꯡꯅ ꯈꯟ ꯇꯥꯔꯗꯤ ꯐꯦꯗ꯭ꯔꯤꯟ ꯅꯠꯇ꯭ꯔ ꯑꯀꯥꯏ ꯄꯥꯏꯒꯤꯕꯅ ꯐꯩꯃꯦ ꯖꯨꯂꯤꯌꯟ ꯄꯥꯏꯗꯤ ꯆꯧꯕꯗꯤ ꯆꯪꯒꯤ ꯌꯥꯕ
ꯑꯗꯩ ꯗꯦꯃꯦꯖ ꯆꯥꯕꯤꯅꯕꯁꯨ ꯃꯥ ꯌꯥꯎꯋꯦꯗꯅ
ꯍꯣꯏ ꯁ꯭ꯇꯟꯁꯨ ꯆꯥ ꯌꯥꯔꯦꯅ
ꯑꯗꯨꯗꯤ ꯅꯪ ꯒ꯭ꯔꯦꯟꯖꯔꯗꯨꯁꯨ ꯐ꯭ꯔꯤ ꯐꯪꯉꯦ ꯅꯠꯇ꯭ꯔꯥ
ꯎꯄꯥꯏ ꯂꯩꯇꯦ ꯑꯗꯨ ꯇꯧꯗ꯭ꯔꯕꯅꯤꯅ
ꯀꯥꯏꯗꯦ
ꯀꯨꯏꯅ ꯇꯥꯔꯨꯗꯕ ꯈꯣꯟꯖꯦꯜ ꯑꯃ ꯇꯥꯏꯗ ꯍꯥꯏꯔꯣ ꯅꯤꯛꯁꯟꯒꯤꯔꯣ ꯅꯤꯛꯁꯟꯂꯣ ꯀꯅꯥꯅꯣ ꯑꯃꯁꯦ ꯃꯥꯅꯦ ꯅꯤꯛꯁꯟꯅꯦ
ꯅꯤꯛꯁꯟ ꯌꯥꯝ ꯀꯟꯅ ꯅꯩꯔꯤ ꯍꯧꯖꯤꯛ ꯃꯥ ꯍꯧꯖꯤꯛ ꯕꯦꯡꯒ꯭ꯂꯣꯔꯗ ꯃꯣꯏ ꯕꯦꯡꯒ꯭ꯂꯣꯔꯗ ꯃꯥ ꯅꯩꯔꯤ
ꯑꯩꯗꯤ ꯕ꯭ꯔꯗꯔ ꯍꯦꯅꯤꯒꯤ ꯕꯤꯛ ꯐꯦꯟ ꯍꯥꯏꯇꯥꯔꯦ ꯕ꯭ꯔꯣꯒꯤ ꯀꯤꯠꯅꯤꯗꯣ ꯑꯝꯇ ꯎꯠꯂꯛꯑꯗꯤ ꯑꯩꯉꯣꯟꯗ
ꯌꯥꯝ ꯁꯥꯟꯅꯩꯁꯦ ꯀꯩꯅꯣ ꯅꯪꯅ
ꯕ꯭ꯔꯣꯒꯤ ꯀꯤꯠꯅꯤꯗꯨꯅ ꯒꯦꯝꯁꯦ ꯑꯔꯣꯏꯕꯤ ꯆꯤꯡꯈꯠꯇꯅ ꯑꯃꯣꯆꯥ ꯄꯣꯕꯗꯣ ꯀꯥꯍꯟꯈ꯭ꯔꯦ ꯌꯦꯡꯉꯣꯅꯦ
ꯍꯧꯖꯤꯛ ꯒꯦꯝꯗꯨꯔꯣ ꯍꯥꯏꯁꯦ
ꯍꯣꯏ ꯃꯥꯏ ꯀꯤꯠꯅꯤꯗꯨꯅ ꯆꯤꯡꯈꯠꯂꯒ ꯅꯩꯈ꯭ꯔꯦ
ꯁꯥꯟꯅꯔꯦꯀꯣ ꯂꯨꯀꯁ ꯕꯦꯟ ꯑꯃ ꯇꯧꯈꯣ ꯏꯕꯨꯡꯉꯣ ꯗꯨꯑꯣ ꯇ꯭ꯔꯥꯏꯑꯣꯁꯦ ꯑꯃꯨꯛ ꯐꯠꯆꯜꯂꯛꯀꯅꯤ
ꯑꯩ ꯄꯥꯏꯕ ꯌꯥꯏꯅꯤ
ꯄꯥꯔꯅꯨ ꯐꯥꯁ ꯄꯤꯛ ꯅꯠꯇ꯭ꯔꯦ ꯕ꯭ꯔꯗꯔ ꯀꯩ ꯃꯥꯏ ꯍꯤꯔꯣ ꯑꯃ ꯌꯥꯎꯗꯤ ꯀꯩꯅꯣ ꯂꯣꯛ ꯂꯣꯏ ꯂꯩ ꯀꯩꯅꯣ
ꯇ꯭ꯔꯤꯑꯣꯗꯗꯤ ꯑꯩ ꯒꯣꯠꯅꯤ ꯀꯩꯗꯧꯔꯒꯦ ꯑꯩ ꯅꯩꯒꯤ ꯀꯩꯗꯧꯔꯒꯦ
The enemy is picking.
Rồi. Qua đi phát sinh nè, qua đi phải ngom phải cái lọ đâu. To nó, Selena to nó.
Cây lâu dê ba dê. Cây nổ, screen dê mong rồi bỏ. Nắng này
Buông
coi
rồi đấy
nào.
con.
Nào bây giờ thì đồ one number one giờ chúng ta cây nổ. Nắng này cái cây nào mà nào bây giờ.
아무것도 안 했어. 마마는 내리파이 스파트 요원가.
Keba?
너희 마마는 내리파이 스파트 요원가 봐.
요원 그래, quỳ. 시즌 없는 거 요원 그래. 시즌 없는 거 요원 토핑 같다냐 거기. 매일 팔고 이제 티코트링 하지. 티코트링 하잖아 거기 좀 더 이제.
아좀 풀 페이먼트 없구나.
다른 풀는 같다니 합 lâu 되고.
오케이.
레벨도.
레벨 베라네.
cây lamni
dum customer je makan lai da dum kanu hajai ji iti gi ju yon gre kanu gi ju yon gre tiel wo ju yon gre
dragon ball is back your team is
hada il mane anda gaina kan toy
gaze into the abyss
moi lidri TIL la kan mai dene
iti kya le gyo ja iti in bo
toy ti nong lem
Oh, tielo budi kang tielo do win rate 50 है लेकिन
win rate ले तेज ते squad ही और बदल ले
अब इसे खाना बताओ कि नहीं खाना बताओ कर ले
the bastion of order.
ये पूरी 50 ले होगा नहीं खाना होगा
fun is all that matters
yon tho me dum pai le te digi to ro na te ai hyper pai bro digi pai de ai kano na ti 5 na ti Amo sa nang giso ba tro zo phati
lam ju wo ma jai di karam mane advantage hoy ba
amo sa initiative ne digi hai pa to ga ko
nati e lam direction ai na hai kham de ba khang bra customer du ma tung le ba hai di customer ma pham chap na jagi nya price lo na lak pyaw e up ni lak pyaw e ba aduna hai ba ngam de ba
moi gi malaysia flag ka na tham ma lai ta
adu di akoi je ilali du di indonesia nga taw ngane kham ba
okay adi india flag ta jeng ho nge hai ba ne ba
India da kya yona deba India di kanam inadre da sabna ha
kan India flag tham bugam Indonesia flag ta ama flag ta ai flag cha yeng change to ya da ko squad ki change to ma tham
flag che ko na change to ai diamond lisingam ra kam sang man
adu moi kai disadvantage lai ni kali ga moi
adu moi na pamu bai ho je ni lik pai
okay adu ni
rabi
Diksan nai sai gari ta mana pa to na tro mane amo sa na gi sumat maning da zo gi Haji mà thiệt là giá rồi, thiệt rất giá rồi rồi, thiệt rất là bầy, anh thiệt tao ăn. Phải men dùng gì,แต่ phải men sản tôi sao đi nghe.
Phải men là. Phải men chứ, bây giờ đang pung ama ta đó mình. Lỗi nữa, chết thật là mình. Zilo ni mo ya inspire ni sai lên để sát thì.
Bây giờ cái build phải để 1k cái vậy à? Ai biết gì cái này? Phải giờ one view à?
5 seconds till the enemy reaches the battlefield. Smash them. Attack. The weather's looking flashing.
Ni kan thua không?
Yawe.
Mình thua cái một con bò ta đó. Nire sopra này, phải nire sopra này.
Em đâu để cho cũng được sao?
Ayo đi ngồi game thằng ngon mồi rồi.
Ai slow đấy, liên slow đấy, kỹ đâu cái lâu.
Cái chiêu nào đi, làm kinh gì nào vậy?
Ai phu cái lá gì ayo này thang ngày tại rồi gì? Ai ông có sao phu cái lá gì nó cầm giờ đi tại. Nhiều tháo không nghe vậy, viên February đấy thằng nào kia vậy? Ai February thằng nào đi vậy? Nahan mình mang ai tới mình tăng thằng nào mới thằng đấy, cái đó.
Saya Zilong macam saya dulu dia, kang dia ti pudara kodo Zilong na alukato. Anh nó.
Oji itu job tu dah awal yang awal deh, mani pun.
Dia yang dia kau, amoja. Amoja nak tanya nak.
Kala.
Tiga ni mungkin.
Tapi na hyper je, asutan nai kan macam pada awal tang le dia kau. Tuan anak ni doktor.
Đầu đó là.
Team dễ, mấy anh mà xài cái team âm nhạc này thì chẳng lùi nhưng game chứ kỹ tôi cái cao được bạn, kỹ tôi cái phụ được tôi này.
Cái ở các bạn đang hành động loại gì?
Cô hành động. Ai chiến cái đồ cái mà mình được kia bảo. Experiment phá tôi.
Experiment phá bảo.
Em chăn nuôi đồ.
Aduh gì cái khai chứ nó đồ.
Khai chứ tốt cái bạn. Ở cái silent là nó mới nói đồ mấy cái hyper bài mà.
Cherin nhau đi, Cherin nhau đi, năng nhau đi, Inchen nhau đi, Inchen itu kan ada benda yang tinggal tu dia.
Inchen nanti ba, apa lagi balik je, salin tu kami nak.
Hyper
tu.
Oh, hyper tu.
Ai thằng này mình làm gì mà hay tâm này à?
Noi cái nó hay benda, noi ni sai nu pakai ni hay benda, tahu ba? Itu tu hay benda. Hero itu na EXP je na.
Hero tu kere ba. Jadi kena kau itu kita magi keba challenge na hyper pile na hyper pile game chalu chalo ni ba tadal kai so ngam mo ni ba jadi ai na hyper pile ngam na ni ba goal le no pa ka do ni man tu
Cherin tu peniden hay ma peniden pa ni chana ba le da tai di khang
peniden pa chana ya tai di ya de sekai ai na hyper pile ha mai to na magi kena game play man game ni na kena
aduh noi channel mai ba kena ahum du hay bane kai ito do hay bane diro do hay bane get taro hai Inchen du hay go Inchen du hay ba ma yo di ba ni ai ma hay
diro do ta kana de get kan sa ge
ki ha kira i juga dong kalau mau harap
diro do ma big jauh ni ha ba hay du hay
nanti hendak kana non get sa ge ma ahi batin mon sa ge get
Joy am no longer.
Diro itu mah panca nih itu sana ini sana wali. Contoh.
Ai aduh pienda be motor na ma do lo ye mo. Ai jeng ka tai ai jeng to no kono ani je 20 to ne pro mi do.
Love makes a family.
Kau pukul ya dua.
Nanti pukul apa nanti atau apa kan mi jo sa do kan ni.
Kau ai jeng 20 ku ni sai dah ba.
Oi mi, ayen punya ba?
Noi tu di Cherin tu jadi nak kamu lepas ni kan ni mah ya tu juga.
Lo ni mau nak ke MMP lo, barbatai.
Ai lagi lagi kami nak ke bahawa ni nak mau bahawa ni ada di kamu. Ada dah, noi dua orang ni dah ba.
โรลงในนี่มั่วกับบักเตอร์ในไม่ตีตัวอย่างนี้กันเถอะ
แต่ว่าดูแล้วก็ให้กับเรา
ยาวดีมั้ยให้จะให้เฮโร่จะไปว่าข้างบนอะดูก็สร้างข้างตัวให้ที่กำลังสร้างนี่ไทมิ่งตัวอาเซียนกลายเป็นตัวนั้นมันจะเรียงกีตาร์กันเลย
เรียงกีตาร์อะไรตัวนั้นเนี่ย
โอ้อดีตเลยนะครับเรียงหมดแต่
ดูไม้ได้เนี่ยดูไม้ได้เนี่ยเอ็มใครบอกนอริสกับตัวได้เนี่ยลิงได้ยังถ่ายรูปกับที่ทุ่งที่อยู่ดูก็จะมาเลย
แต่เช่นยามยาเด็ดตัวมีตัวให้ดีเด็ดโน้
เฮ้ยนูบดีอ่ะแต่มาที่ถึงนี่คงจะดูเลยไม่ได้ดีกัน
มือวิกิกิจะพูดในภาษาอะไร
너 인천에도 거기 내가 사람이 나도 거의 잘못 사니까 여기도
인천로 아무 게 반살리다도 줘야 돼.
거의 말 참이 사네요. 아주 바로. 안 한다면 돼요. 사네요. 아무 콜라 하자래요.
아, 이반.
또 라면 더 하나 더 와야 다시는 차이 아니 조절할 거지. 차이는 조절할 거지. 또 내가 걸려 이제.
ai phải bài mà thông không được đâu có năng sẽ tới đâu
tôi mà tôi không được thì sai là đi lúc nào kia về sẽ lấy gì sai đâu
sai đâu giờ mất ra hay gì vì cái hay là tôi làm để giết sao
tôi đi mua sai đấy
아주나 때 본 하면 된다 tôi làm mấy experience 있다 보니요 riêng cái thằng nào mới vô tôi làm mấy thằng nào tôi làm mấy thằng video có mày kia này
tôi đây thì cái gì mà cái lớp như thế
또 riêng tôi đấy gì này tôi làm mấy cái thằng này gì tôi làm mấy cái experience 있다 보니까 이거 빨래
cái thằng nào bây giờ tôi ở kia rồi đã sai
ai rồi tôi làm tôi vậy đi tôi làm mấy thằng ai tôi bị tôi làm cái hai cái tôi làm mấy thằng đấy
하나 토끼면 이렇게 좀 간다네.
왜 아주 톡 들어가다 아주 라프 아주 포토 아주 도나는 이 그노도 아주 만화담 요리 하나 뭐야.
맞아.
아주 이니다. 아주 도나는 스피인 또 내가 왜 이제 마차 상게 맞추 건 게 좀 도나는 같은 스피인 도 해.
cái hảo đi.
mới chỉ lồng mà nào đội lùm mới lên nó
kia đi ra
chỉ lồng mà nào thì hè
squad level in the solo này à vậy squad in the solo ya để một hai men sẽ có đâu
đồ năng solo ra đi solo thôi nè thì nó squad đi phải vậy nè bro
cái nó có đâu săn rồi cái đấy phải vậy đấy không
nhưng mà có lên phải đi phải vậy cái gì mà thằng nào đi vô rồi đi 오버는 또 반응은 되게 잘 보이거든.
사이즈도 잘 오잖아. 사이즈도 이제 브로 아니면 상상은 냉면 내버려 다시.
예, 아들이 아무 사이즈 어디 다시는 예, 해 아무 사이즈 어디.
다시 애들 조에 마망 지를 다시는 땀이.
아이 하게 봐. 다시는 하이제 마 다시도 조이도 하이버나 때 마 파비나 봐 야오드미 오이 투. 마 조이도 하이버나 때 봐. 아이 나 하이. 야오드 마 페이지 양 하이버. cái nó dusty phải nhà mày mà phải nhà mày nó phải bắt đuôi nhau đâu nhỉ?
Đó thì bạn dusty gì? Xem nó máy hay vậy thì kia hay bao hay vậy này không ra?
Rồi ở chỗ này thì phải dùng mà hay bắt đuôi nó bắt đuôi nó phải nó phải đuôi phải để tìm cái ta xem này mà đuôi xuống nhau thì phải nó đuôi.
Assassin ya ta bane dusty mi jo do.
Đuôi đồ, đuôi chỉ cái last game nó đuôi phải nó nhau mà bảo nhau đuôi phải nó. 아니 거기 하는데 거의 밥이냐 보죠. 나 스킬 소유만 담고 빨리 돼요.
밥이냐 배워도 밀거나 그냥 시합차나 다스도 미주 하이 바이디 플레이어도 아이디 하이 따버지 소위 하이 따버지 나때나.
아두네
아이 얘가 잠깐이 해요.
짱 강단하고 빨리 있는 거예요. But 밥이냐 왜 야오도 봐야지 first time.
mới hè được mà hè nó đủ lâu rồi 이 마타게다 닝네 해야 가지고 뭐 해야 돼. lekkat래. 그 통광.
나 mai mà.
예, 당근 놀이 예.
Con lúc đấy vô con.
cái ông muốn chọn nhưng mà mang quạt này cái thằng này đâu có được.
Ăn được đối về thằng nào rồi.
Đi sao đi tôi kìa.
야, 때리도 왜 싸우래? 나 mai mà chỉ một.
예, 리코 여러분들이 나 mai mà. 리코 컵.
Thì sao nào tôi cái mà lên thì tôi cái HP rồi.
Lột cái nó qua đi làm mà to rồi bà tung rồi bà.
tôi cái ở đây 얘네 저로 올려 이제지.
아주 누리야 천주워 이 설판에 천주워 중앙에 오기 전에 또 그래.
왜는 말 때는 또 그래.
아주 카고에 말했다고 또 그래. 말을 하나 비자고.
뭐 cái nó đúng mà thằng này có cái ông sản phẩm này sản phẩm này này mà thì map giáo cái nó một một to rồi cái rồi sản nó dùng giáo thằng này dùng.
네, 너도 무슨 사나 왔니? 마디 니 주어 영어.
무슨 사나.
근데 아니 마디 어디 영어도 말로 못 영어도.
야왜 로션 야왜.
아, 아니 뭐 무슨 하는 거 하는 거.
Roseman the strike allo border Thompson. Hunter strike to Hunter on top rồi.
Ai cái thằng này ông sao ai gì mình mới用
的。ta xem là ai gì nó ta xem là xử lý gì đấy xem là.
Tại sao mà thằng đó mới ESC integration phải cái sao mình mà. Mới integration rồi cái sai. Mới tìm cái luôn.
Tìm cái rồi.
Iban nhau được cái sai rồi.
Hello mà nó.
Bro bớt cái play mà tao bro ấy khăng cái gì bro. Khăng cái gì mà mình sẽ sang cái. Khăng cái để sang làm sao?
Thôi, phăng ông này.
Hanu rock rồi đấy. Hanu rock này.
Ồ, ai sao đấy?
Đã mua sao tụi mày tao cái gì đấy. Ini nó biasa sangat hatu mainnya.
Cái đồ chỉ là xe, tôi chỉ là xe là bay cái đồ là cái gì đó.
Là thế, ai mua phố bay đi. Mua gì?
Cái gì nó number tiền số tàu giờ nó bay tiền tàu mà rồi nó phun trên bờ.
Phun đâu đi xe tàu qua.
Ồ, ai gì nó number đi trên đây. Ai nó number đó.
Ya, đây năng dia tadi piu. Lihat
kia. Cái game đi sao rồi rồi, đi sao đâu, mấy game đó là đi kiếm sao đó này. Đấy cái mà.
Ồ, đi sao đâu cần Delhi đó lại đâu vậy?
Đây tao thola cái này mà, mà chahi đi cái sao lạc train.
Luôn mấy time nhau đây à?
Luôn mấy time nhau đây tô cái này.
Cái lúc kia mà, đi sao lúc kia mà nó thấy kun mà
à đủ cái này.
Thấy chồng đâu vậy?
Thấy chập chạp vậy không được.
Ai đi, nó tàu làm mày.
Nào, năng đi tàu na.
Kun tarik kun ipang ko ng kontra.
Thôi đi mà luôn. Ano mấy tay cái đồ Lisa chứ nó gì ra, tập trung để đôi ra.
Đó thế Lisa, anh tôi nói cái nó nốt tiêu, cái sinh đấy cái nó.
Nốt tiêu mà con đó, iko nó quỳ đấy nè, u đâu.
Mà rồi cái gì này, ngồi nốt tiêu.
Nó giàu này, cái gì đó lấy.
Ê, Lisa thì cái nốt tiêu này lấy này. Khi đi không đi phải vào này nốt tiêu này thôi. Number one.
Nàyอยู่ในตัว
아주 괜찮아 보게 말이야.
노텔 사나다 아 저리 마야 뭐 사바 뭐 자고 잘해요.
Gasta em carinha aí. Is coconut uida ko eh, badar
ako dia. Ele basa ko mobile player PC lakero mami wala era. PC game ayon da PUBG din yaudi.
Kati ko badar ako coconut ya.
Eh, ni channel PUBG yaw bro. PC PUBG.
Ai Warzone các sai đấy thằng gì.
Eh, PC PUBG yapsa lo kaino is nai ji kaino.
Warzone
mobile yapsa lo mobile gi thằng.
PC PUBG tin ngoài me. 괜히 능자 떨어드나 PC 값이다.
PC 아이 하덕게
아이 로이 사나봐.
또 PS4 좀 그냥 크로스플레이 하자는 거.
야 돼? 야 뭐?
야보네. 또 야라지.
야 브라네.
아이 얘기.
앞서로 PC 값이 뛰는 거 아니네 사나봐.
Tuy Ni bi miao re.
Your team is banning.
No idea.
첫 번째 일이 PC가 좀 하네 걔는.
야 브라. 예, 야리에 걔 산지게요. 앞서로.
아버게 아이디어 좀 와.
Bien defendi.
와줘도 깎을 거야 봐.
Ban a hero.
아또 와 좀 뭐야.
아이도 와줘 다이렉트 레이기 되버 강브라. 다이렉트 베타 버전 되는 또 사람이 봐.
데이터는 나디 능 레이브에 가다디 걔는.
야 브로도.
Ya akoi pass ni ko phini ben do salo na mai ma.
능 와존도 프리니 걔는.
예, 그만나.
와존 프리 투 플레이네. 와리 이는 좀 레이드제.
아도 이제.
Your team is picking.
와존 프리라.
와존 프리 와존 한.
하데 합단 얘네.
와존 프리 투 플레이네. 아도 능 그 BO6 그 블랙 옵 6 게 레이브 하네. 아이디 능 와존도 디 프리네버. 능 배터월도.
BGMI tổ chức bị kia là sản phẩm sa ta xỉu này là brother ở đâu mà đây có
Nang na ama dang PC tim ta da yin me ba.
Against the crimson flowers that night.
bro doi liu to ai ni yai ba dai gì cái chi gì rồi vậy
아무사 와존 앞으로 좀 사나봐야 아니게 더.
ai mà hay giao tiền vào rồi tháp bữa đẹp kêu
When you gaze into the
아이 하이게 봐 와존도 계속 하는 거도. 남 배터월 사.
cái tao nó cái vào rồi vậy ra rồi có system gì nét rồi
아이 스피드에 칸 뭐가 배터넷 아이남 나오네 배터넷 또. BATTL 배터넷 또 레이 또. 아이 당어 또 배터넷 때.
You ready to make some real money, compadre?
Call of Duty vào rồi dẫn ra.
Another gold medal in my
pocket.
Eh, free to play ne bro. What?
Chivalry is dead.
Ay, la PC ni pagal yin ge.
Download đi Call of Duty. Download tôi.
Hello, 와존. 아니 아니 난 다이렉트 배터를 사는 캐주얼 사는 거 아이디 캐주얼 보트 플레이어 저도니 보트 cái 플레이어 저도 아주 땀가담네. 그때 난 배터를 사나지. 호. 아이 레카
RAM 제 IGB 사나야 rồi nhỉ?
RAM 8 나라.
À.
Nó 8 đâu ạ?
Nó chỉ 16 này bà. Nào mà mới chỉ được.
Nó graphic card.
3060.
cái đó ya rồi đâu ạ?
Ai cái nó RAM nặng cái nào lâu thua thầm vậy. RAM chỉ là tao mình cái một tiền.
Ay, amo ta i ma ta to di.
Cái đồ của SSD beta.
Save my nation from falling apart.
Warzone ta pedazo thằng tôi tao đang qua. Dạng này có dạng này rồi. Apa cả.
Ay, yo hin stem ta sana.
와존 도지 와존 호지 cái đồ 와존.
Apa kỳ game rồi.
와존 호지 cái đồ kìa.
Ay, di kay dito na mo sana.
Game á?
Battle.net đây.
Battle.net browser đây rồi.
Browser đó.
Thôi, Chrome đấy cái đồng nhiều mà phong vào này Battle.net.
Ai đồ RAM mà mới giả tao mà lại không bra. Class 6 lại vậy. Tôi cái nó RAM thì mình lâu thui mà.
Ado RAM do nang graphic card wang di RAM 8 tadum RAM 6 adum 8 tadum support tong mani kaino 8 tadum.
Ai si jab same cái nó mới ai tập tôi yeng hai ba. Tôi cái si hap pa na ma cái si class 3 ba. Si am hap pa yeng cái tao con han đi cao lại rồi si.
Warzone nó mo.
Warzone do noi cái nó ta ari di cái nó tro dum na tro si dia noi ta ja kore kuti ta dum ta de cái nó peter cái nó ngồi mà in chen giáo này
này
5 seconds till the enemy reaches the battlefield.
Smash them. Call of Duty Warzone free for everyone.
Cô neo lo game over.
tu in chen ni nó thì nó chạy in chen display tao.
My reputation
Peter mina ke ko pam
Score equity by Dicker, as equal equity number 1 player in the market tournament card in my hair. Which was even in my tournament card, they must my hair, say no one. Hang on, you what is it? Now here, my tournament card, okay.
Will you try one more?
Money, Taiwan, hyper, the name of the no my own.
Ooh, Selena lang yun eh.
Pagay niya, hindi ko pagay niya, kaya nung kaya. Kaya po yung, hindi kayo daw kaya.
Namay ma. Lintin doon yun ay. Pagay niya.
Kaya po yung pa sana yung muta. Sana ito?
Spider to the puzzle ako. Yeah, I want to check it out on my man.
If you can predict the enemy's moves, you won't be defeated.
Manaw yang hay beta ta.
Nagay pa no.
A true warrior never backs down.
Sana hai, imbesa nga ang globe.
Play go, Ooh.
Tatalo bro.
If you can predict the enemy's moves,
ay matiklin niya. Nawa.
A true warrior never backs down from a fight.
Ah, kasi.
Honor and homeland.
Ah, ikaw ba mo ito kana? Ikaw kapag
tatalo eh.
Only by facing the enemy.
Eh, pagiging serenado yung sige ito. As may ito hala ba hindi na wala oh.
Dari clean zone. Iya sem sa ali da waya pana.
Eh no, na to nang skill level to apu bro. Kayo ne.
Apu no.
Rồi nè, tôi bị trai quần hết rồi nè. Thấy nhìn nữa đi trai quần đâu đã ta điều.
Rồi ngã lại mà cấp rồi.
Bây giờ yêu chú nói phèn của cái number 1 này của thế bữa. Nói phèn của cái hay. Nói phèn của cái hay của xin qua đấy. Cái hay phèn của cái hay.
Nhìn gì mày mà khai.
Cái xe nào thì nó hôn này cái đó có chuyện gì.
Stay loyal. Stay humble.
솔직히 draft 보면 이런 거 알지? 가자. Ấy mình vừa nộp phán rằng không.
Phải để cái drop gap.
Còn gì nữa quay? Pepi ha gần Pini thì
아주 너희 헤로인 도대야 난 이거 하 뿐나
있구나 까이도
솔직히 아무것도 아니기 때문에 TYCC 아이디 배워 대달 팜투 물어봐
띠도 이 하네 좀 투이 그거 마이티 저리 뱀 라이
마이티 저리 뱀 라이 마이 뱀 지나온 거 많이 또 하면 터틀 문 먹고 또 용자하기 되나
예, 터틀 문 먹고 버티 시스템 나오이 띵 와이 거 안돼
오, 마디 마지 아이는 한 발만 땀나 마지 한달 잘
아, 나네 봐라.
한달 잘 차다 왜 이렇게 뭐 끝내 와 내가 발만 땀나
한달 잘 차디 像초인 차기 왠지 이게 아이다 쌤이 주라 차디 한달 잘 와야 했어
어두네 아지 마디 와렉 차래야 되기
BOD 작겠네
BOD 차래 그거 와렉 BOD가 막 인레스가 조금 그거니잖아 미엔이잖아
이거 좀 떼어 봐. 나래.
아주 아이나 파이미 농 잡고 만 좀 팜 좀 파이 차래 마디나 아주 그 호야 아이나 하이다 왜 그러는 거니 그거 파이 돼
괜찮아 나 떨로기야 파티 투
A good army should be like water.
Kalau anda kori gitu mat. Kayak lah ni kori gitu. Oh.
bully the wheel one any man.
Yeah, they will bring money. Tale, see, Henny to Pistogo, it's from my yacht, the Roma. Yeah, give it, Peter negative. I will get Tale, Mark photo Leone. Any Pistogo, Poi mo sana ita bene duo sana ma na ina la.
We two Mr. Hana brother.
Yeah. Ada tahu. Duty, honor. Aduh, di ko MLBB tournament ko. Quite for tawa na niya. Team ni kamay to kaya matam na team ni ID ABM ju le ro den ho ja.
Yeah,
aduna di team je ka ni ling ni ta ta na ling da min do ja.
Tatras ET.
ET ju kai hai we ta tai tai. But come to go, but my time I did it.
I didn't yadre.
Oh, I didn't get Canada and didn't get Tata something down.
It's pretty too.
Eating you play to the high mother by the partner. I did Tata some I will this. I think in this case, I did permanent being in Jagina.
Tournament Kraga.
I did permanent production over there. I do my puppy pup game with Harry that he took on you. I didn't my arm was on I did pop them. I told you that it's big over. Sentimos comiendo goles. Nina, little prize, don't tell it.
I think why this guy have a roll team.
I don't want India, I don't want Joseph Tona, he didn't tell it. Joseph number one, there. Marita number one, yeah.
I tasena sige Nordic Cup thoko do adu kada I joy ja hai teu chhuyo ge chhuyo ji pin cha bi Nordic Cup dai chhuyo ba na yu as what kare ma
sige adu joy Joseph tri ban ling ne
only by facing
how over ni chana chhuyo ba na what la
oi
chhuyo be ran cha lai bi ni pai phang da ni
adu matam da chhuyo do adu ni ta adu joy ju me ta joy do na mu India da kya hai na tre na
joy do ai mama chi da le ba hai
you won't
I do joy do hai ke ba I do matam da I do joy mama chi da hai ta mai ba ni hai matam
number 5
our victory will be decisive
iba ni joy hai matam sa ma ne ai do mama chi da hey ai di mama ni dai ne
ai di mama chi da ke squad in ba do
oh na adu dai hai ne ka dai hai rồi đến bay rồi để các em vừa nó
chỉ cho nó có đi cái nó
rồi đến bay
honor and homeland
bay ra tại vì rồi đến này bây giờ bay cái nào thì hả
bay rồi hả mình thì mới mình thì mới qua thì rồi nó rồi thằng đấy lắm
rồi đấy bay như một cái gì
đấy ôi đúng thì hero gì đó trời này
tao có phê của bay của bằng gì thế
nó rồi qua đi tí hào nói xem cổ đấy là hay
bay mà qua ra cái cổ đấy mà chịu
good army should be flexible like water
yeah thì ôm mày
cái cổ đi còn cái gì mà tao hồ đi
thì ôm đi
nó hay giấu để nó chỉ đó tay này ra đi ai biết chút đấy
ê pan đây game rồi các fan cô cứ về đây cả đi phố rồi kìa cái nôm nôm fan cô mà
cái game biết cái mà fan cô
phải thấy nhau quay là của nằm mãi mà
ôi đồ người ta này mà nó start thế nói năm sao mày em nói năm mà tại
mà phải Moscow
nói Moscow game giấu để người ta xem
yes giấu rồi bữa đó tại vì anh
Đấy một cuộc game nhau thì cái tàu luôn đi rồi ra rồi cái tàu luôn game nhau thì có ra thì có enemy là kinh đầu đâu vậy này mà enemy đi đâu này mà không có sao đấy enemy đi đâu này nó sao như này rồi một cuộc phải là cái bill lốm rồi sao là mà enemy đi đâu này
tôi đi thôi rồi à thôi tôi bảo tìm gì rồi thôi là cái tìm lấy cái gì thôi nghe
a good army should be flexible
nâng cái nói qua tụi tôi nói chơi nói gì
tôi là game tôi cái tôi ra tôi
à mai mà bây giờ không có tan tôi
nhưng internet tôi có quay không kêu ai cái này đang hay rồi
thế này thì tôi cái ngoài
ai em bài ai hyper thì bài anh rồi hyper thì một cái rồi
một giờ nhau đi đi anh ta lâu
chỉ như cái tàu rồi bỏ nó sao đấy mới một cô bây giờ là cái lốm ra cây đúng không thế nhỉ nhá cái tàu
thì đây là nóng lại à không lại cái đâu nó bỏ
mai mà mi ôm một thu đi ta có áp lực phần rồi là tôi giàu
quan
nơi một cuộc tôi game nhau game nhau mà nơi một cuộc tôi game nhau
cái team cái này giàu cái chiều ấy cái gì là kêu cái team cái này giàu cái chiều 아주 잘 하는 거야. 아주 왔다 있네. 그거 거.
알아가는 게 더게. 그게 이면 또 미워라니. 이면 또
레디언.
까게 또 살려줘 있다. 아무자.
이야 이 독일이야 이 그다음에 독일이야 이 팀보다 치면 독일.
아이
코어디네이션 소자 떨어지네. 거의 독일이니.
까이바 어디기도 까이바. 스폰서 đâu rồi
à
ôi chú bây giờ rồi nhỉ
thế nên này hyper cần phải tiền tỷ hoàng ấy rồi
nó hyper bài rồi em bài rồi
I go wherever the wind takes
me. Hay ai mà tầm nhiều rồi, my time has come.
Tại sao nó hơi nổi scope cái thôi mà bộ ai dù thua mà thì ao cái có tôi kiếm rồi anh chỉ khá là cao mà. tôi rất tập
nó nổi scope tôi cái nào là bố rồi.
Tôi xếp tên này vào.
Tôi ET vừa đi thu về rồi nè.
Tôi xếp tên này tôi xếp. cái đồ này gì cái đồ gì à, clean gì à. tôi xếp tập pu đó, anh dù retreat tập pu vào chơi vào gameplay tập pu vào này vào cái đó. chính khai nữa
năng last cái gì nó đi nó phải phải game năng gameplay đồ thì à thế đó
gameplay đấy à tao nói gì cái nó này vậy, tôi bây giờ ruby đấy cái gì vậy, nào khối ruby dùng goal lên đó, anh thấy michi đi ruby đấy, sẽ ai bây giờ chính khai kia
năng last cái
tàu đi karan
load một là cái nào cũng throw tôi
rồi last cái retreat đó, sao tụi mình phải game này năng load cái đấy không ngồi đâu vậy?
ai làm hát ngoài làm anh nè.
Ấy ta xin này cái India đấy retreat hay amo tao hay gì đấy để mà India thế này.
Cái tôi làm mình retreat à, mình phối rồi mình phối vào.
Năng tôi làm mình như vậy là tiền bộ, thế mà năng retreat cái hay không nhỉ? Tụi mình đi.
Phối đấy.
Video, amo đây video đi mà
ra. Năng retreat đi bộ hay này như thế nào? mai thì chỉ phải rồi nhắm tay thì phôi tầm mai thì phôi gần tầm nhau bằng
ô lô thôi đi hết đi tới này đủ bà game chứ
có ai này vậy bây giờ mi hôm sau anh muốn nắp này cả lấy bị này nè
ai game gì phô tới là mi kun hả lại khui chú agak santiago nih ta đâu santai đốt đấy Boleh nak namai mà chỉ có aduh đi nè
namai
cái này
cái cô đi tàu đè bao nhiêu đồ trong cô đồ tiếng Anh lẹ bà
cái này giờ cái nào cũng xí được vậy à
cái nào anh thấy được
cái gì mà đây cái gì như thế
chui nó mà
bữa Berlin năng tham đầu khởi lấy hay tại bộ amo sa đi phải rồi này đi amo phô rồi đi bộ không có thằng này tại mai mà sờ gần đâm nhiều amo sa đi ấy phía sau nào bên cái đời vậy cái này hay
thế gì không vậy ấy riêng cái đấy thì đúng thôi
riêng chứ qua nó tàu là amo mà phôi thì riêng phôi gần đều ấy thì năng mà tập phôi cái tầm này thì bằng nó phôi gần đều
anh mà ra gan
cái tụi nó có thể nói vậy đi mi cái gì any downfall level like the idea. It's easier to do more than
Sorry, man.
I do my do I Marmota Catania, but I don't one Maneo, Adam Neo. I did timing young come Maneo.
I want to walk from the country.
I thought that day.
King about.
Yeah, same way thought that day.
Are you going to do the start?
I can't let that body can save you.
Amos aí, você tá seguindo ao vivo no Mukti ata ni.
Oi, dia go de. Oi. Yung may saya brother.
Tala hoy. Ai dai kana kai game no duna brother.
Tasira hedi up tadi na MB pai do tasira please ai khora mo. Game ko rin de.
Nade ai bu sing ni ucap.
Lagi deng tahu masa le. Sakto.
Le. Cái đầu ai nào thì ai kiếm tàu này thì khai chân này mi lưới là này ra này cái đi còn nào mình thuộc lên môi trường
A good army should be flexible.
Like water.
Cái này boosting của tao thì nhiều cho mình có. Cái này à?
Oh.
Đang boosting của tao nhiều tí cho mình. Moscow ba siya niyom sumigo.
Ay thuộc ko si cha to niya. Dala mo ni. Iglag tini.
Kamu tahu ya? Kayak bandang apa ngomongnya?
Kayak saya
Ore dre ko.
Kayak ba?
Nate ai na lo chandal ya win ko tari tham mi.
Ge vitra par hala pu ko drane pada.
Kamu saja ama kayak ba? Nanti ama kayak ice ne, immortal ne, ama rose gold. Aduh shin bagi am lai ya ni awal.
Lai ti lai. Angan ta
ama recommend ya ram ni ko.
Đi đâu đi? Một cột ba rồi, linh ba này.
Noi Moscow to game ya outre ne, ya outre.
Angela pero border, ya.
Yo papi cũng to là.
Saya pie to así que pode.
Tari cái gì mà bữa đó tari cái gì thì mà nang chơi mà cái gì này năm tari mà nang tiêu ai kim phải tôi ngập cũng ngâm rồi. Ai có
Tim fighter itu nang game hay trainer, ini nang game hay trainer.
Thì cái này betul.
Nang tim saben chui jale ya rewa.
Ai dia mau 78% này tari damage to kutu. Ai phải cái mình ai hát kia cho hát tốt piro ai phải lấy chết rồi.
Skin ngập tôi mà lấy cái gì mà này đi xem nhau đi. Pore phải lấy chết brother. As, kupu gì.
Dum cái hay áo thằng number 1 ta cái này rồi.
Phu gì kiểu kupu cho hả bà? Bóc to ai nhá.
Ai bu hát kia cho hát tốt piro.
Thu lên cái double.
Này cô. Tiền tôi làm thế này, tiền tôi biến tấu tao ai mà tiền tôi.
Em bên cô cái profile ra đây này, hình xin.
How's clean buff flop của mày?
Đây, clean buff lại.
Clean buff flop của mày đây, đấy cái hero nó mà được. Em có buff flop của mày, kimi đây nè.
Nathan.
Ôi, Nathan.
YSS sẽ phụ đúng là xong rồi bắt đầu cái game đấy YSS này kim thì thả nó bùi rồi YSS tích căn về rồi cô chỉ ta xin là mỗi người mà hay tao bây này ai ta xin là bài đấy thì
anh lại này tao bây này mình phải có đồ hút đồ hay rồi anh muốn được game đồ số nào lạc tiền mình ông có lạc tiền mình ai nằm hôm rắc xìa cái này cái đấy cái nào lạc video ở lý mình nào hôm mari chăng năm lệ tàu nó muốn lên nó muốn lên nó muốn cái đấy chỉ có làm các giáo dục tụi con máy kia luôn rồi, adu tụi gold tại Taiwan nếu ai gold,
bây giờ đi tiền là mai mà, star em lần thuốc rồi,
ai đi protection lấy lên,
Simi chúng ta để nắm ai mà, nahan di troll itu nih, gatu pada etek pecah betul.
Permano,
kem haru, ini kan gak ada troll tuh.
Kenapa nih?
Please ban a hero.
Ai clean di ben to ni na bro. Clean di active for air gitu. Don't give us 1%.
Khangi ba guys, nahan ga tu de ethics pi sara ka te sew ko pa tu ni si.
Your team is banning.
Khandro mami ko la ke. Ha? Ke ba?
Yes one sira ba.
Na tenti S4 je. Ai ni khang ko, ai ni khang ga ma ko sem ka ni ta sena. Game qua, ula ke. Mami ki khang ga guys. Mission ta bro.
Your team is picking.
Okay.
The enemy is Popple and Koopa are the best partners in the world.
Demons shall bathe in their blood.
Please
the
pick
life
a hero.
belongs to the righteous.
俺は畑かかしって名前だ。Only love and night
The
are
enemy is
everlasting.
Light me up and watch the world burn!
My mission is to protect lives.
Your team is picking.
Eh, noi Naruto skin gi trial card pa na ba da ma? Pam na ba? Pam mo je ma trial card PB ke. Ko tha gi ra.
I love the smell of gunpowder in the morning. Another gold medal in my pocket.
How
Sir, what's your command?
Lộc sân lên mình. Cái gì nó mới sâu đi chứ mua hay đâu? Cây sâu cái gì?
Ai sâu bro?
Sâu gì?
Kiểm tra in piano gì
phải đấy. Cái gì ấy chứ phải giờ với ông tiền bộ tiền này cái nó sử dụng nè thì lại.
Mẹ em kiểm tra in piano của khăng bro.
Cái nói gì?
Kiểm tra in piano của khăng ra. Mission này mà này bị thế này
Se skin nó pa mà đi bro Mobile Legends nhau nó trò Mobile Legends. Thì ra Legends tàu solo xí quạt sẽ thả ra cả. Nang try cả apa mà khăn rồi đúng không? Zu nó quạt làm lâu à?
Ai phiền thả về ông này một tập phim. Dạ về.
Quạt làm lâu à? Ai phiền thả về một tập phim. Dạ về. Cái gì chứ một cái gì?
Nó tí ai phiền gì nó tí. Panipuri duni ne bên này. Aji panipuri gì bên này là hoàn tất rồi đó.
Nó tôi một bao nhiêu vậy? Ya vậy ya. Tôi một bao nhiêu?
Ui, amo ra mới đi tìm tới out đấy.
Đi out đi à?
しかし出発だってのに嫌な天気だな。ここは俺に任せろ。
Lo ves de día, muy bien. Lo ves de día.
Ai mà thằng đi phố của papa chích ta. Amo ra ini di kana lo ko ai kiri to gedo ka. To bulen tak. Ai một ko ti ya ne ne. Cái nó to được tim hiện mà tiếng phang da bên này mà ali da.
Đâu vô tu đi, sao có đi expect tôi cho mi hết. Bên dần lagi job expect dần.
Okay. Này. Trong thằng. Ta kỳ đâu.
Sáng nào tao này.
Mi tai hồi đây thì phải vậy. Ngoài right hand.
ꯀꯅꯥꯅ ꯋꯥꯏ ꯁꯥꯏꯗꯨꯕꯣ
ꯌꯥꯕ
ꯀꯅꯥꯅ ꯋꯥꯏ ꯁꯥꯏꯗꯨꯕꯣ
ꯀꯩꯅꯣ
ꯀꯅꯥꯅ ꯋꯥꯔꯤ ꯁꯥꯏꯗꯣ
ꯑꯥꯏꯒꯦꯟ ꯌꯥꯎꯔ ꯋꯥꯔꯤ ꯁꯥꯏꯁꯤꯕꯨ ꯑꯉꯥꯎꯕ
ꯑꯣ ꯑꯩ ꯃꯥꯏ ꯃꯈꯣꯠꯇ ꯐꯖꯅ ꯇꯥꯗꯦ ꯇꯥꯏꯁꯤ
ꯇꯥꯅ
ꯗꯣ ꯁꯥꯟꯅꯩꯁꯦ ꯍꯥꯟꯅꯗꯤ
ꯀꯩꯅꯤꯁꯦ ꯆꯥꯃꯁ ꯄꯥꯏ ꯂꯧ ꯀꯥꯗ
ꯅꯠꯇꯦ ꯌꯥꯗ ꯇꯧꯔꯤꯅꯤꯅꯦ ꯀꯣꯕ ꯆꯩ ꯆꯥꯗ꯭ꯔꯦ ꯃꯥꯒꯤ ꯍꯨꯏ ꯊꯥꯗꯣꯛ ꯑꯩꯉꯣꯟꯗ ꯆꯤꯛꯍꯜꯂꯒ
ꯀꯔꯝꯕꯗ ꯐꯖꯒꯦ ꯁꯤꯟꯁꯦ ꯍꯥꯏꯔꯣ ꯑꯩꯗꯤ
ꯕ꯭ꯔꯥ ꯅꯩꯒꯦ ꯇꯧꯔꯒꯦ ꯕ꯭ꯔꯥ
ꯌꯥꯗꯦ ꯑꯩꯉꯣꯟꯗ ꯅꯪ ꯈꯣꯠꯄ ꯌꯥꯅꯤꯍꯦ ꯀꯦꯖꯤ 5 ꯄꯤꯌꯣ ꯍꯧꯖꯤꯛꯇ ꯂꯧꯈꯠꯂꯤꯅꯤ ꯀꯩꯅꯣ ꯑꯩꯅ
ꯀꯩꯅꯣꯅ ꯇꯧꯕꯅꯦ ꯃꯣꯕꯥꯏꯜ ꯂꯤꯖꯦꯟꯗ ꯅꯠꯇ꯭ꯔꯗꯤ ꯌꯥꯗꯕ
ꯑꯗꯨꯅ ꯍꯥꯏꯁꯦ ꯃꯣꯕꯥꯏꯜ ꯃꯣꯕꯥꯏꯜ ꯅꯠꯇꯦ
스크린 제 타워
아무도 할 수 있는 거 공정
오케이
또 ngoài rồi nâng halo 보고 봐 빨리 마탕 아예 정어 마탕 아들이 보고 봐 빨리 해야지 귀여워네
얘니 그걸 잡다고 그래서
미니는 끈 그래 뭐 좀 PT 보자 아 이제 마이크로폰 도 있잖아 어때 가야 돼 이제 해야 돼 가야 돼 건데
아 뭐니
해봐 오케이 잘못 이 초 따요
헤이 가리 되버다 terus ai gọi em thiếu hoàng ấy đất gì gì to này tại đây tôi nằm một lúm lên chẳng mà ta cả chú đi ai yên nâng thả lại đây mẹ thì ní bài sát là
you know
thì phải nâng mà thì nâng nhưng mà hãy bắt đầu từ cái tàu ra này phải đi
cái panipuri ya
panipuri pala to beneza gobel to
one panipuri to tinggi
ini Sara main itu tuh
panipuri itu nupi lang tuh ini
đi học thì quay
I didn't know wake up ya cái tàu này
no
try one
đi đi mà
destroyed a turret.
Kanano?
Kanano gajal. Chekai.
Hey, golden day, one of the two here.
Kaina. Notice cup kita. Pura kontroversinya kan itu kaina wana tahu. Manau das di na tagai joy pasal na.
Joy drop ni dah last tu.
Your team destroyed a turret.
Noi ne phải phâu từ lâu ấy nè, tại điện năm đâu có ai game thôi nữa nên.
Nang cái tadi nami betul je kata yang tu hal. Kata yang nunggu nang nami.
Mata makai lo nami ni benar. Lobby, fight lobby.
Betul. Saya ni kita orang itu hati ada.
Ini. Oh hai. Namai mat, jingri. Ya rồi đi.
Kita orang ada. Mati.
Ya rồi. Ini bukan suara saya.
Berarti apa? Gue siapa? Melak tali jalan kami. Mana info ini? Sekali.
Tanjiro you must take manual.
Salah hai, mati tahu lagi. Mati yang dilayar kan tu.
Lola.
Intro tiada tahu nama.
Kira vamos a ir a Adonai no kau sali tu kali na.
Ni cakap ni. Ini apa?
Mizo gaya letra todo se le quiere dictar. Y Ricardo le carga ya. Aja sama.
Loyo.
Pambu macam uang ke tang, ikut lem.
Bener.
Noi ni amuk na kira.
Bener.
Aman jus zoom tantan ada ni.
Tadi demes yang dia orang yang tadi demes tu ya, lagi na 65. Aja nang ai penoi di ko, ai di hero.
Leng tharo kari ke ID no.
Ya, aduh jadi puan aku tu tabung sih kan dari game je. Jadi dah trio tu, tam je guys, kasih dikira tam. Puan aku tu jangke.
Lah, kalau itu mahak pun ngai je, berkat jadi tu kat sama aja dia status ni.
Pung baru tadi yang dia terlai tu, panau ba.
Ni saya.
Tapi apa kita itu.
Nang berang jadi ham tadi.
Puan tam je guys, tam je tournament sâu trộn. Cầm bao rồi đâu. Let's go. Này để.
Kena thuốc rồi đó.
Welcome to the new draft mode. Let's start with the lane pre.
Noi geng do pasar makan dah game sana lo untuk naga ni.
Tuh berapa itu?
Anh phải bay còn gì thì anh enemy đã bắt chỉ thành nó cái gì bị.
Mày tên mà lạ. ꯑꯩ ꯇꯥꯔ ꯌꯦꯡꯒꯦꯀꯣ ꯃꯈꯣꯟꯁꯦ ꯀꯥꯏꯗꯅꯣ ꯑꯝꯇ ꯌꯦꯡꯒꯦ
ꯃꯊꯨꯅꯤꯗ ꯁ꯭ꯀꯤꯟ ꯐꯖꯕꯁꯨ ꯑꯝꯇ ꯌꯥꯎꯗꯦ ꯑꯣꯏꯔꯣ ꯊꯃꯣꯏꯅ ꯈꯣꯏꯇꯥꯕ ꯄꯥꯏꯖꯒꯦ ꯈꯟꯕ ꯁ꯭ꯀꯤꯟ ꯑꯝꯇ ꯌꯥꯎꯗꯦ ꯆꯧ ꯌꯥꯎꯋꯦ ꯆꯧ ꯄꯥꯏꯒꯦ ꯆꯧ ꯌꯥꯎꯋꯦ ꯑꯟꯖꯦꯂꯥ ꯌꯥꯎꯋꯦ ꯑꯟꯖꯦꯂꯥ ꯀꯩꯕ ꯀꯤꯟꯁꯤꯟ ꯆꯨꯆꯨ ꯍꯥꯏꯕ ꯀꯩꯅꯣ ꯍꯥꯏꯕꯗꯣ ꯑꯗꯨꯏ ꯁ꯭ꯀꯤꯟꯗꯣ ꯌꯥꯎꯋꯦ ꯑꯦ ꯐ꯭ꯂꯣꯔꯤꯟ ꯌꯥꯎꯋꯤꯅꯦ ꯍꯨꯏꯊꯨ ꯐ꯭ꯂꯣꯔꯤꯟ ꯀꯂꯦꯛꯇꯔ ꯌꯥꯎꯋꯤ ꯐ꯭ꯂꯣꯔꯤꯟ ꯄꯥꯏꯒꯦ
ꯈꯪꯗ꯭ꯔꯦ ꯕ꯭ꯔꯣ ꯍꯌꯦꯡ ꯁꯦꯝꯃꯒꯦ ꯁꯤ ꯑꯩ ꯒ꯭ꯌꯥꯟ ꯇꯥꯗ꯭ꯔꯦ ꯉꯁꯤꯗꯤ ꯄ꯭ꯔꯦꯛꯇꯤꯁ ꯇꯧꯁꯤꯅꯦ ꯒꯥꯏꯁ ꯑꯗꯨꯗꯤ ꯅꯩꯁꯤꯅꯦ ꯑꯗꯨꯗꯤ ꯒꯦꯝꯁꯦ
ꯇꯧꯁꯜꯂꯣ
ꯄꯥꯏ ꯔꯤꯡꯁꯦ ꯁꯤ ꯆꯞ
ꯁꯤꯜꯂꯕ
ꯆꯥꯕꯅꯦ ꯗꯤꯚꯥꯏꯁ ꯁꯤꯜꯂꯦ
ꯀꯩꯅꯣ ꯉꯁꯤꯗꯤ ꯖꯣꯖꯣꯁꯤ ꯊꯦꯡꯉꯐꯥꯎ ꯊꯥꯏꯗ
ꯗꯤꯚꯥꯏꯁ ꯁꯤꯜꯂꯦ ꯍꯧꯖꯤꯛ ꯁꯤꯟꯗꯣꯏꯁꯦ ꯀꯩ ꯋꯥꯠꯂꯤ ꯂꯣꯒꯣ ꯑꯇꯣꯞꯄ ꯐꯦꯛꯇꯣꯔꯤ
ꯖꯣꯖꯣꯗ ꯍꯔꯥꯎ ꯂꯩꯍꯧꯕꯅꯦ ꯍꯥꯏꯕ ꯀꯩꯅꯣꯅ
ꯑꯣ ꯏꯕꯤꯜꯅ ꯔꯦꯠ ꯇꯧꯔꯛꯄꯒꯤ
ꯕꯖꯦꯀꯔ ꯉꯁꯤ ꯚꯤꯌꯨ 1Kꯒ ꯌꯧꯋꯤꯗꯨꯗꯤ ꯂꯥꯏꯚ ꯚꯤꯌꯨꯗ
ꯑꯃꯨꯗ ꯅꯪ ꯑꯦꯜꯒꯥꯇꯣꯗꯔ ꯅꯪ ꯁꯤꯜꯂꯤꯗ
ꯀꯥꯏꯗ ꯁꯝꯗꯦꯍꯦ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯋꯥꯌꯔꯂꯦꯁ ꯉꯥꯛꯇꯅꯦ ꯀꯔꯤꯒꯤ ꯑꯦꯜꯒꯥꯇꯣ
ꯑꯗꯣ ꯅꯪꯅ ꯁꯤꯜ ꯍꯥꯏꯗꯤ ꯀꯩꯅꯣꯗꯩꯔꯕ OBS
ꯃꯥꯅꯦ
ꯑꯗꯨ ꯀꯃꯥꯏꯅ ꯊꯥꯒꯦꯕ ꯇꯥꯛꯂꯛꯑꯣꯕ
ꯀꯩꯅꯣ ꯀꯃꯥꯏꯅ ꯊꯥꯒꯦꯗꯤ ꯀꯩꯅꯣ 3U Tools ꯁꯤꯖꯤꯟꯅꯧ ꯑꯦꯞꯅꯦ ꯆꯥꯏꯅꯤꯁ ꯚꯔꯖꯟ ꯆꯥꯏꯅꯤꯁꯀꯤ ꯑꯦꯞꯅꯦꯕ
ꯑꯗꯨ ꯑꯝꯇ ꯇꯥꯛꯄꯤꯌꯨꯅꯦ ꯏꯁꯇ꯭ꯔꯤꯝ ꯊꯥꯕ ꯅꯨꯡꯉꯥꯏ ꯅꯨꯡꯇꯤꯒꯤ ꯑꯗꯨꯝ ꯇꯧꯅꯩ ꯍꯥꯏꯕ ꯊꯥꯔꯝꯗꯥꯏ ꯈꯨꯗꯤꯡꯒꯤ
ꯑꯗꯨꯝ ꯐꯪꯕꯅꯦ ꯀꯩꯅꯣꯗ ꯑꯣꯟꯂꯥꯏꯟꯗ
Please ban a hero.
ꯅꯪꯗꯤ ꯄꯩꯁꯥꯁꯨ ꯄꯥꯏꯕꯅꯤꯅ ꯑꯦꯜꯒꯥꯇꯣꯗꯣ ꯑꯣꯏꯅ ꯂꯩꯁꯜꯂꯣ ꯀꯩꯅꯣ
ꯄꯥꯏꯗ꯭ꯔꯦ ꯕ꯭ꯔꯗꯔ
Your team is banning.
Paidano. Very insightful.
ꯀꯩꯅꯣ ꯀꯩ ꯃꯦꯟ ꯇꯧ ꯍꯥꯏꯅꯣ
Oh, pa. Next to any. Not for inside you.
Please pick a hero.
Joy lay Joy penny paigero. Joy paig natraga ikimi an piros. Chalo amta foreign na paig have a bit na paig.
Some lessons need to be repeated. Enemy is picking.
Igunda. Chalo.
No, kari.
My mission is to protect lives.
The
immortal one chose me to vanquish the shadows that plague this world.
Time to drop the beat of the flash.
Un paisa ka brane bata to अंचला पारों है तो गाँव मुझे नहीं आता नहीं कुछ
two greatest inventions. From cinder to flame, I've shed the ashes of the past.
War never ends. Neither does my determination. Let them play the hero. I will be the truth this world desperately needs.
Time to take the field.
Makok right to like bro Harvey Moscow Padra Sanay to level. Masigi Harvey Joan Tare to level.
Nangi makada to is why makada to is gina matak da thok to
Welcome to Mobile Legends. 5 seconds till the enemy reaches the battlefield. Smash them.
Chicken is a
practice the weather's looking
chicken is like your mind. Now we have water.
You wanna dance? You dizzy now?
Tí hào kia nào.
Thu kill the one you motherfucker.
Kill lên năng này tao bây giờ.
The beat is up.
Nè.
Cô chỉ tập vì cái confidence hard rồi kill cái bị sửa cái đó.
I never miss a beat.
I mean, the hero is on the window. Most hero to play Goblin.
Lower.
Mary.
Không có lấy được quá rồi đó.
No way to poke at all.
Bus cho nó tụt. Chơi nào phá.
Over.
Initiate retreat. Wait.
Thấy nhiều lâu rồi ta này bây giờ.
Tapping your foot now.
Follow the night.
Có gì rồi.
Ngồi hơi hạt đây.
Rồi.
Ai cho người ta.
Triple kill. That was amazing.
Mang thằng này.
Lightning flash incoming. That's it.
Vậy vậy ta.
Can you get to Marino Cobra?
Tí này cái này kimi pare bara.
There's no stopping joy.
lò nè thì tớ cái này luôn rồi đấy là hơi hàng dây mà nào rồi nào này
này trả lời đi
trả lời
The beat is up.
Ult is not ready.
I could use some cupcakes now. Annoy the kitty and you get tired.
This thing nó chơi vào đây lên đang là bị đấy
Gather at the turtle. Your team destroyed a turret. Initiate retreat.
cái nó là có
Gather at the turtle.
I am the
Slain the turret. Ult is not ready.
not a cake, but just as good. There's no stopping joy.
Back up. Your team destroyed a turret.
MLBB thôi
đi làm không hiểu ra
Slain. Double kill. Double kill.
Cardiac arrest condition.
Team.
Ini apa aja pagi yang cukup.
Sometimes curiosity feeds the cat.
Launch attack.
để làm nào này
That's it.
Pura
bằng gì mà Canada nó chỉ là tuồng
Our turret has been destroyed.
chỉ là mang cái quỷ để nó tuồng lên
Initiate retreat.
He's dizzy now.
Không
Not done yet.
yes
Ult is not ready.
Chứ rồi sao là giá đâu cái nào? Cái này.
anh ấy cái nó
Không kèm sao giá nổi. Khi rồi tôi không đi đàn.
Never ends the
Killing spree. Launch attack.
cái miếng gì vậy mình tập tái tu cho nó hay nhiều gì sẽ lên bật đây
À tôi vừa ôm giá gì họ phải giao quyền nó.
thì quỷ nó ra thì ra theo anh
Shut down. Launch attack.
hang in there. Never miss a beat. bearer of the blessing, the custodian of all Leonan's future and joy. Leonan exclusive? No?
No, thank you. Một game nhỏ rồi.
Request backup. Understood.
video clip 차고 가나 보자.
Legendary. Double kill. Attack.
Mày quyết định sao em mày thì cần lệ.
They will soon learn this short-tailed Leonin isn't as cute as it seems.
Quên cái gì đấy.
Ally has slain Lord. An enemy has been launched. Attack.
Very smart.
Okay.
Ta permanent.
Initiate retreat. Our turret has been destroyed. Ult is not ready.
Meron. Nasa pa kaya tigil ultimate ko kaya. Pagan.
Your team destroyed the turret. Your team destroyed the turret. Legendary. Your team destroyed the turret. Ult is not ready. Double kill.
Yeah, really, brother.
Okay, good night everybody. Good night.
Victory.